Okay, welcome to the next session of the Curse of Fey. We left the end of the last session with the reveal of get you guys getting to the top of the tower finally in the middle of the Lake Shorn. As you stepped out, I gave a sort of description of what was going on, but unfortunately, with not having the right music and not having the right map in place, it was a bit of a sort of a garbled kind of mess that we had at the end there. So we will retcon and we will pick it up from the point where you ascended from the level below up to the top of the tree. However, before we start, I want to give you as much advantage as we possibly can and some inspiration for anyone who would like to volunteer some information from the last session and explain to us what exactly did happen. And this is open to all of you. You can all offer some information or tidbits to earn yourself inspiration for this session.
Oh, God. I remember that we headed over to this tree tower. Actually, what do you refer to? Do you refer to it as the tower or the tree, just for reference?
It's a tower, yeah, but it is a tree, but it is referred to as the Tower of Yelfia.
Yes. And we started a little bit trying to convince the owlin outside to let us in. Only for, I think, Moira was the one who realized it first that something was very off about this owlin. And I don't remember if it was Galatea who pointed out that something was wrong, because me and Moira tried to figure it out on our own, and then Tiswin poked him with his glaive, I think, and he just passed through, so you realized, this guy is an illusion.
That's right, yes. You had been confronted from the door with a very large owlin, larger than any owlin that you had previously come in contact with. Looked quite intimidating, and when you tried to approach, it was guarding the entrance, but didn't react or didn't answer any of your questions. Galatea, you snuck up to the door, past the creature as it was transfixed on Tisfin, and they were kind of eyeballing each other. But yeah, I think it was, as you said, Moira who noted from afar, and then Kane after as well, that there was something odd about this. It didn't seem to be acting normally. And it was revealed that, yes, this was an illusion outside the front, because probably put on to persuade anyone from going into the tower, and left to secure the area, while basically all the rest of the owlin were probably killed by you in the Hollerspire house earlier in the day. So
I don't know what you're talking
about. But yeah, you realised this, and you then were able to gain access to the front door. So thank you very much. That's very good. You can have inspiration for that point. Who would like to pick it up from there?
We went up the tower and came across some weird, spooky shadow things.
Mm-hmm.
And we avoided fighting them as much as possible. We did fight one or two, I don't remember. And then we got to this room that had an altar or statue thing, and Moira failed the wisdom save and started crying, and then wanted to go up to the statue, but was stopped by Tisman, and then snapped out of it.
That's right. Yeah, there was an overwhelming sense of kind of sadness and mourning in that place that you'd been into, and whereas the others managed to shake it off, unfortunately, you were not able to shake off that feeling, and it started to sort of overwhelm you as well, which is unfortunately why you have one level of exhaustion currently.
Yes.
But yes, that's good. Yeah, you definitely did that. You felt these shadows, these sort of figures that have that sort of emerge from areas, several levels below you, where there was a lot of ash and kind of burnt areas within this tree, and these sort of figures. You had seen some of them as you'd come up each of the levels, and there had been like fawns and things. But as you progressed, they become more mournful and sorrowful as you've gone through, and then just these silent sort of shadows of them had been lingering within further higher levels of the tower. Okay, lovely. All right, yes, you can have some inspiration for that as well. Anything else the other two would like to add?
I remember picking up a painting on one of the floors. The first one where we encountered the shades. We'd seen like visions of people having parties and stuff, and then it became sadder as we went up, and we got to a room that was all covered in this dark stuff. Can't quite remember that bit, but Tisvin went in and found a painting. We'd found a painting on each floor. First, it looked like a painting of the princess on the first floor, on the bottom floor. It was all pretty and happy and joyful, and then the next one I can't completely remember what was on all the paintings, but I remember that it went more and more wrong. And this time, we tried to pick up the painting, and the shades came out, so we just put it down again and left it. And then they stopped following us. But on the next floor, they kept coming for us, so Galatea attacked.
That's right. Yeah, you used your ice knife, didn't you, to explode
I
it?
did, just exploded one.
Yeah.
And I think that was the floor just below the one that we're at now, where we decided that we should probably just keep rushing on through, and then came up to this.
The floor that the one before this one, before the top, that was the floor where the statue was that Moira that found. So I say statue, but all that were remaining of the statue were just the feet of the statue, and they were surrounded by these mourning statues of various fey creatures. The floor before that one, I guess the third floor, was the one where you destroyed the shades that were there.
I thought that was the fourth floor.
The fourth floor was the one with the statue. The third floor was the one where
because I think we ran into the statue before the paintings.
No, the statue was the last one.
I might be misremembering. Either way.
Definitely misremembering, because I know exactly which order the floors are in. So the statue is the last one. Yeah. And then yes, that's good. Thank you, Valadomi. You may have inspiration as well. And anything you would like to add to that information, Kane?
Kane remembers two things about last session.
Yes.
I remember hitting one of those shades really hard with my quarterstaff, so hard it died.
Yep.
And I remember kissing Bula.
That's it. Okay, perfect.
The important
Kiss for win.
The important bits.
Perfect. All right. Yeah, you can have inspiration for that as well. So you're all inspiration today. Now.
And then before, just more of a note to DM so that you are aware.
Yes.
And kind of a reminder, Galatea gave Moira 10 ammo for her sling.
That's right. Yes.
So I am keeping track of that.
Excellent.
Yep.
Very good. Yeah.
I have also
The
kept
mouse
track
has
of
been
that.
armed.
Perfect. And that's all good. I think you gave a good description of what happened there as well. One thing I will add to Galatea's description. Yes, on each of the floors there were, from the bottom to the top, you had 4 floors that you'd gone through, and now you're on the roof. In the lower floor, you had the revelry. There was like food, and there was lots of like tables laid out with all this like wine and things. There was no one around, but there were these sort of spirits that were kind of floating around, or ghosts, if you were. There were like fawns, and that were all reveling and having a good time. There was a nice a giant painting that sort of dominated the room downstairs, of the princess. And then every floor subsequent to that, there was slightly disheveled paintings and things. I think on one floor there was a painting that Tisfin found face down in the dirt. I think on the third floor there was just basically, there was no painting, but there was a area where a painting or a frame had maybe laid, and it was just sort of ash around it. You could see basically the marking on the floor where something had laid there, but there was something written on the floor. And then the last one, there was a statue, but there was just the feet. So there was some sort of art representation on each floor, and on each of these things there was at least either written on or nearby a little plaque or writing of some kind. And then towards the end, and at the end of the session, you basically made your way out from the tree itself up to the very top, or what you assume is the current top. You assume the tree had been taller and had branches and stuff at some point, but it is now been burnt away and is now just an ashen mess at the top of this what was once beautiful white tree. So, let me recount that what happened. So, at the top of the tower, you enter a small chamber directly beneath a violet ball of fire. The canopy is long gone, leaving the space open to the sky, though the air feels oppressive and thick with magical energy. The ball of violet flame hovers just above you, pulsating slowly and casting a deep purple glow over everything. Now, I can't remember if I asked you this last time, but please, everyone give me a perception check. Moira at disadvantage, please.
Rolling my own dice feels so good.
Oh, it stopped on 20 and then another dice hit it and rolled it to a 2.
Oh. Have you rolled for Tisfin?
All right, I need to roll for him.
Moira has rolled a 9.
9. Okay, that's not quite enough, unfortunately. That's a 16 for Tisfin. Okay,
18.
So 18.
Nice.
So Tisfin, Galatea, and Kane. All of you see this giant ball of fire and that above you. You'd seen it from below. You'd seen it from quite a way away. This is an imposing ball of fire above. But whereas Moira and Amaros are sort of enthralled looking at this large ball of fire, you sort of look around, looking at your immediate surroundings, and you see, as I said, these sort of like the burnt remains at the top of this tree. One other thing that you do note, that spread out, I won't say corners because this is in the corners because it's a round area, but you see equally spaced around the area 4 magical glyphs that are the sort of the compass points essentially at the top of this room, all sort of glowing essentially in this sort of purple light as well. As you step from the stairs below up into this area, a sudden gust of superheated wind roars past you, and in the center of this area, this massive sphere of violet flame, which is 20 feet across diameter, swirls and crackles with unnatural fury. And let me cue up my sounds. I forgot to do this. Okay, here we go.
Oh.
Within the heart of the flame, you see burning embers and stuff like that roiling around as you stand there in front of it.
The sound effects are so cool.
What would you like to do?
Yeah, I know.
Can we see any more about these things in the corners?
Yeah, so there technically, if you there's 3 that you can see. One at the far end over here.
Yeah.
There is one over here. There's one over here, and there's currently one that near you, basically at the top of the stairs.
Oh, am I in the way of that?
You're currently standing where it is, but you're all standing like very near to it because you've all come up the stairs together.
You were standing on the scales. Scales.
Of course, the man about balance is standing on a scale.
He'd have to have a foot on both trays though, or it wouldn't be right.
So are you looking at this one?
It's scales, isn't it? I mean, Kane's obviously gonna look at it.
So when you look at this is so it's not actually scales, but it's there's a representation of it there as well.
I see.
But it is a glyph of sorts that when you look at it, you see that it is and again for you, Kane, this is probably more obvious. But it seems to be some sort of glyph representation by these scales, and currently they are unbalanced. The one side is lower down, the other side higher up into the air, and you notice that swirling around this glyph as well is this sort of almost like an energy field, like some kind of barrier that is currently surrounding it.
Unbalanced scales.
This
This isn't what I live for.
This isn't the vibe.
Okay. Well, I don't want to touch anything without having the full story, so I feel like we've already seen the paintings. I feel like we need to see the other 3 glyphs first before we make any hard choices.
Are you going to share any information with the rest of us?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're all looking at it, aren't we? Do we not?
I'm not making any assumptions. I
Do
can't
we
just
not?
looking
Are we not
over at-
all? Are we not all crowded around this looking at it, or are you still staring wide-eyed at the ball of flame?
I mean, yes.
I mean, you guys were looking at the ball of flame when we got up. Me and more were just like, there's nothing up here.
Fair point. Yeah. Okay. Well, I have most definitely turned my attention to the scales, and if the others haven't, and it doesn't look like the ball of flames is doing anything obviously hostile, I'll kind of tap you on the shoulder and be like, "Hey, you should look at this, and maybe the other 3."
Yeah, I was gonna say Amoros is going to head over to the one over here and see what.
Okay, so
is.
as you step towards this other one, the ball of fire, that as you sort of pass by in front of it, broils and the flames flicker out from it, as you sort of pass by and towards this other one.
Do I notice?
Yes, you all. As soon as this happens, you notice this fire just suddenly, flares. As you turn to look at this ball of flame, this strange violet flame, within the heart of itself, you start suddenly to see a twisted elven mask-like face emerging from its core. This features regal yet warped into a cruel sneer, and around the sphere, the ball of fire itself, you start to see these spiraling runes of flame rings, like sort of just turning and twisting around it. After a moment, as you gasp and you look at this, seeing this sort of this elven mask face sort of appear from the center of the ball itself, you hear a voice, not from the mask, but through it, echoing into your mind. It's smooth, venomous voice, but this feels layered with power. You are curious little insects, crawling your way across my lands, thinking yourselves brave, thinking yourselves righteous. I have watched you since the moment you stumbled into my domain. Fools guided by whimsy and arrogance.
Says the fireball that burned the top of a tree.
Galatea's gonna look over at Tiswin. Like, shall we? Nods towards the big fire thing.
This one is going to do a bit of a twirl with his glaive as an indication of, yep, he is ready for a fight.
Can I at least try and do like an Arcana check before we rush into the battle with the living flame?
Of course, yeah, you can do an
I'm
Arcana
not
check
stopping
if you
you.
like. Yeah, go
Okay.
for it. Give me an Arcana check.
At least let me have a chance to try and figure out what its weakness is before you all die.
Oh, are you doing an Arcana check on the glyph or the ball of fire?
The ball of fire, is
Right,
that
okay.
okay?
Cool. Yeah, that's fine.
I have a +0.
Perfect.
Middle of the road.
You think that this is a ball of magical fire. That's the best you can get from it. It's so intimidating and large that you just like, and you all start to feel this oppressive heat emanating from it. Before, when you got here before, you could feel it, but you start to feel it sort of encroaching now. Even at this distance that you are currently about 10 feet away, you feel the oppressive. Did you think you believe? Did you believe I would not notice your meddling? That my eyes do not stretch across every branch, every flame, every dream in this land.
Oh, not for long. And Galatea licks the tip of her middle finger and like flings out another ice knife with a little drop.
Oh my god.
Oh, you're flinging an ice knife at it? Awesome.
Okay.
Go for it.
I guess we're doing this.
Give me a roll for attack.
I'm following my character, man.
And we're all here for it.
Oh no.
You fling this ice knife out, and it gets within 5 feet of the ball of flame, and it becomes water and just dissipates.
Oh dear.
Does it hit on this? It still explodes. Faye?
In this case, it does not, because it has been instantly melted, and then there's nothing exists of your spell.
Okay, fair enough.
You hear in your minds this cackling laughter at your attempt to attack this living ball of fire. Precious little mortals, you don't even comprehend what you defy. This tower is mine. The land is mine. The fire is mine. Even this husk. And you see the mask within tilt looking towards you, Galatea. Was once a guardian, a protector. Now it is my will given flame and fury. You come here demanding, commanding, like children playing at heroes. Tell me, when I burn your names from memory, who will mourn you?
Galatea is just gonna ignore them now and run over to this thing.
Oh, you gonna run straight over to that one? Okay,
Yep,
perfect.
I'm just gonna go for it.
As you run across, you hear the ball laugh again. Such stubborn little embers. Fine. If you wish to dance in fire, then burn. And we will begin initiative.
Hell yeah.
So Kane, while this is all happening, Kane looks at his wooden quarterstaff, and then back at the ball of flames, and then back at his wooden quarterstaff, and then he shrugs and raises it anyway.
Perfect.
Is it not magical?
Nope.
You can make it magical, though.
I can make it magical.
Yeah.
I know Shillelagh, but I need to cast
Shillelagh.
it first.
Yeah. We should fix
Wait,
that. I have a magic
no.
weapon.
Kane, please
More
roll
is at
higher
the
than
start.
myself.
Yay.
Please.
What did you say, Moira?
Kane, please roll higher than myself.
I'm gonna try. I need to remember where initiative is on Foundry.
Utility.
Utility.
Yeah.
For the portrait.
That'll do.
Nice.
Oh man.
Too bad.
Wow.
All right.
How were you gonna roll higher than 21 with a -1?
All right. That's everyone ready?
I guess
No,
so.
but I have to.
All right.
Eh.
Okay. So we start with Moira. What would you like
God.
to do? Oh, sorry, I've forgotten to describe something quickly. Let me just do that for you. The violent flames of this ball twist violently, shrinking and reshaping. The massive sphere convulses, flames swirling inward until it takes a shape. A towering figure of crackling fire, its limbs formed into lashing whips of fire. Runic bands spiraling around its core, and the mask now the face of a pyre. Its eyes blaze with arcane fury. Its tendrils lash out, carving glowing scars of flame into the wood around you. Okay, continue.
Yay! Good.
Yay.
I'm so happy. Galatea is just like shaking violently over it. But also looking pissed off.
I'm way too terrified of this thing, so I'm gonna attempt to make sense of this scale thingy.
Sure, of course you can. Okay, so if you go over to that one there, give me an insight check if you would like to try and work out, try and think what it is. Unfortunately at disadvantage though, please.
Yes, I am aware. Okay, not bad, 19.
Wow.
19, that's pretty good. It's definitely more than you needed, so that's good. So as you look at this glyph here, as I say, it has this sort of representation of this of these scales. And when you look at it, you see that there's some kind of like energy flow between the two parts, the two sort of scales sides of this. And looking at it with that 19, I'm going to say that you feel like it's going to take maybe two people to try and balance this thing. Both of you trying to work on either side of it to kind of realign it. It looks like when you put your, maybe put your hand up to it, sort of test it. It's pulling down so hard on one side that it's going to take someone pulling one side down and the other side pushing up to try and align these scales to where they should be to be balanced.
Okay. I'm gonna wave at Kane to like try just kind of wave my arms, maybe jump around a little bit, to like so that he sees me. If he does, then I'm gonna be like, you, me, this thing.
Where's my passive perception?
You look at your sheet, it should
I
be...
suppose my normal perception is +3, so that'd be a 13, right?
I guess so, yeah.
Would that be enough for me to notice?
Yeah, I'd say that's fine, yeah.
Okay, alright. Then yeah, you have Kane's attention. I think he's keeping... His head is kind of wildly turning between you and the amorphous ball of fire, I'll admit, but he's trying to notice you.
Okay. I have
And
done my thing.
Okay, what do I get to know what you're trying to communicate?
Like, just kind of, you, me, pull this thing.
Don't forget that
Is
Moira
what
can't...
I'm waving.
Yeah, Moira can't speak currently.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I'm waving around. That's like
I know you
I
can't.
pointed you, I pointed me, and then I point at the thing, and do a pulling motion.
Okay, could I maybe do like a perception check or like a intelligence save or something?
Yeah, I mean, you could
to
do
see if-
insight to try and work out what it is that she's trying to communicate to you.
I have a +5 to that, so fingers crossed, Moira.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Natural 1.
Kane looks at you and he winks, and he gets his quarterstaff ready.
It was all going so well.
All right, so we'll say that was your kind of action, Moira.
Yes.
Have you got a bonus action that you'd like to do?
No, because I cannot speak.
Okay. I think you can, if you don't remember, I think the help action is a bonus, isn't it? Or is that an action? Bonus action? Help.
How? What?
I can't remember. Now that I said help action, it feels like it's an action, but I feel like... Is it a bonus or not? I can't remember.
But what can she help?
Well, that basically just gives advantage to somebody else if she's helping somebody else.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's something that people don't tend to remember or use, but it is possible to help. I'm just going to quickly Google it here so I can remember, because I it's not something we use all the time.
I didn't know it was the help action.
When you do the help action, you can do one of the following: assist an ability check, or assist on an attack roll. So the example they've given here, you give it like an advantage basically to someone on their next attack, or you give them advantage on their next skill because you're basically helping them. But it doesn't say bonus, it just says action. So I presume it is, as I said, a help action. So you can use that as an action instead. But I will allow you to use it as a bonus action, Moira, seeing as you actually can't speak or anything at the moment. So I'm going to say that you can use your bonus as, all of you can use your bonuses as a helping action if you want to in this instance, as long as it's to do with the glyphs themselves.
I did find a text that says, like somewhere it says that you can use a help action as a bonus action, but you can also use it as an action.
Right. Okay. Well, in this scenario, I'm saying you can use you can use the help action as long as it as a bonus action, as long as it is to do with the glyph itself.
Okay. Sure.
So I will. So if you want to, I'll say that when. Well, Kane didn't know what you were doing, but essentially, if someone comes and helps you, you'll be able to offer them help if they're trying to do something regarding the glyph itself.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Would you like to move anywhere out, or are you going to stay where you are?
I'm gonna stay as close to the wall as possible for now.
Okay. All right. Well, Kane, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay.
You're gonna come help me, right?
Right? Well, Kane's definitely not going to come help you. Because as far as he knows, you were just getting warmed up and ready for battle, You were jumping up and down to get your little mousy legs, ready to leap in and attack.
Oh dear.
What have we got here for spells? What would work against fire?
Well, apparently not ice.
Yeah, I think it. I do have 2 of these slots, don't I? Yeah, one of those should have been taken away, and one of those should have been taken away. I'm just going to cast spiritual weapon again. I think.
Yeah.
It's good in all situations.
Okay. Perfect.
So it should just let me do it here.
Where do you want it to appear?
It's saying it should place a template, so I don't know if that will.
Click it. Cast it.
I cast it.
Okay. Whereabouts do you want it to be on the board? Because I'll have to put it down. I think. There.
I think there.
Oh, did I put it down? Okay. I might need to tell you what level it's supposed to be on, because I don't think you can. Can you currently see it? No, it's on a lower floor, which isn't much help. Let me bigger, and it needs to be 50. Okay, can you see them now?
I can see it.
Yes.
I've given you the little mushroom guy. So he's now he sort of moves within this whole area. I don't know why he's sort of moving like that, but anyway, he's there. We can move him around as and when you want. And what form does your spiritual weapon take?
I think we discussed this last time, to be fair. I think some people suggested like Thanos' like double dagger, didn't they? It was perfectly balanced.
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, it was like a bad left.
Yeah.
Yeah, we jump between that and freaking Bula's club.
And Bula's, yeah.
Oh, I think it has to be the club. Yeah, that's too cute not to.
Perfect.
Actually, take the club, but make it as the dagger, like one club in either end.
Well, I think it was actually a halberd that she used. So
Yes,
like a double-headed halberd.
Was it?
Completely unwieldy, but good as a spiritual weapon.
Okay. And are you attacking?
Yeah, it should attack as soon as it's summoned, as long as it's within reach of an enemy.
Okay.
I will see if I can do that. There we go. Oh no.
Oh dear, natural one.
Again?
A 6 is not going to make it, unfortunately. So your perfectly balanced weapon swings and passes through or around the fire without any contact, sadly.
Okay, well, with her level of exhaustion, I think Kane is going to take it upon himself to try and take some of the aggro away from Moira in this instance. I'm going to move like that, and I will raise my shield and I will take the dodge action.
So, as you hang on 1 second. Let me just read my notes here. Okay, no, doesn't work. That doesn't count at the moment. Okay, perfect. All right, so you move in and raise your shield. Perfect. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's movement, bonus action.
Excellent. Okay, Amoros, we turn to you.
I would like to investigate this thing. That was
Of
my
course
initial
you
goal. Now I'm staying the fuck away from this thing.
Okay, so you move over to this glyph over here. All right, let me have a quick look. All right. Okay. So as you come over to this one, you see there is what looks like there is like a sphere of energy, and inside it, you see a shadowy essence that swirls around inside. Give me give me an investigation check to see if you learn anything more about it.
There we go. And it's a 10.
10. Okay. Not too bad. I think from what you can see, excuse me. It appears that to this sphere, this dark sort of essence, sort of inside. Well, not. It's not. It's a sphere of energy that is sort of slowly sort of breaking apart, and whatever this shadowy thing is inside, you can see it sort of lashing out of like slight areas as if it's trying to break from this confinement. So something needs to be done in order to maybe restrain or reconstrict this energy field in order to do it. But you feel like as you're standing there, maybe moving around left and right. Whatever this shadow thing seems to be conscious of you, and if you move too quickly, it kind of moves in your direction. If you move slowly, it doesn't seem to notice you. So I'll say that you think that you probably have to be quite stealthy in order to try and maybe fix this energy in order to stop this shadowy essence from escaping.
So it kind of attacks, well, towards me.
It reacts towards you. If you move quickly, you notice that it moves in your direction. So you can see these sort of like there are sort of like tendrils of dark, this sort of shadow that sort of like spill out. They're trying to find a way of getting out of this energy field, and where you move maybe left and right, having a look at it. If you move quickly, you notice that it seems to sort of lash out more towards you. Whereas if you're slow, it doesn't seem to move in your direction. It seems to be unaware of you. So it seems to react to quick movement. But from looking at this representation on this plinth, essentially, like all of them are, it seems like this whatever's contained within is trying to break out. The one that we saw before with the balance is off. It seems like those scales are being held forcibly by some energy down, being set out of balance from themselves. So it seems like that needs to be fixed, or something needs to happen there. So that's your action. What would you like to do for a bonus?
Well, from where I am, I can't really assist anyone else with their thing. And let's see, 1, 2, 3. I think I could move over to Moira's and help her with hers.
Yeah.
I have one idea of the one I'm at. But seeing as Kane completely missed Moira's, I'm just to test out my theory, I'm going to move over to her.
Okay.
Okay, that counts as 50 feet. Is each square 10 feet?
No, it should be 5 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. No, you should be able to make that. I don't know why it's saying.
Yeah, I don't know. Well,
Yep.
I'm gonna move over here and use the help action to assist Moira with the scales.
Okay, so sorry, are you going to use your bonus action to assist her to like give her the help action on her next turn? Okay.
Because I can't really do anything else with my current turn.
Okay, perfect. All right, so sorry, Baldomi, what did you say?
I was wondering about the fire thing as well, because you said something about 20 feet.
Yeah, so it was 20 feet as a sphere, but I mentioned that it sort of shrank down and changed its form. So it's basically the sphere that it was has sort of manipulated. Essentially, it's a large creature, so it takes up 10 feet by 10 feet.
I was just checking. It was mostly because it was a mention of the scale.
Yes. No, it's I had to reduce it game wise because the area is so small that it would be very difficult to maneuver around at all if it was that big. So I have made it smaller because of the necessity for the space we have. All right. So we now move on to Tisfan, who is being piloted today by Amros as well.
Yes, thus don't really expect any flavor for this one because I forgot how he actually mainly flavors his stuff. But seeing the situation, I think the first thing he would do is cast Hunter's Mark on this thing.
Okay.
I just need to find... There it is. Oh Jesus, this is done in such a different way from what I'm used to. Cast at first of all, concentration, consume spell slot. Well, yeah, I don't think I have an option on that, so cast spell.
Okay. Okay, so you cast Hunter's Mark onto the target. Perfect.
Yes. And from what I could see, there was no save from that.
No, I don't think there is. I think it just is on them.
And with that, I think. Wait, how is it still high above, or is it down on floor level?
It came down as it sort of like changed its shape. It's basically within. Yeah, I suppose it's within 5 feet of the ground, so you'll be able to reach it if you're standing near it.
Okay, then I would say Tisven will probably move up and ready to strike this thing, considering, well, it sounds like it's trying to pick a fight with us and bragging that it's causing us a lot of trouble here.
Okay, so you've used a bonus action, so you still have your action. So if he wants to run up and take an attack, he can do.
That was my plan.
Can I quickly say something?
Yep.
Yes.
Tisven has a 10-foot reach. I think the
Yes,
weapon.
he does. So he would be 5 feet back.
That's actually a good argument.
Cool.
Anyway, still attacking.
Okay, perfect. All right, take your attack, please. 16. Yep, a 16 does hit.
Nice, and let's see. I get an extra 1d6 from the Hunter's Mark for that, right? I'm still trying to understand how his spells work.
Yes, so you deal an extra 1d6 damage to the target whenever you hit it with a weapon. So in this case, you have hit it. So he also has he's got a ability where you can add more damage as well.
I think that's the smite, but that requires another spell casting, I think.
Oh, okay. And this is concentration as well. So you'd break concentration if you use something else that's concentration. So, but yeah, go ahead with whatever you're doing for this one.
Yeah, I'll take it slowly so you know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
too.
no worries.
That's 11 points of damage on the hit of the glaive.
Perfect. And then you can roll another d6.
I was about to click at D8.
So, cool. And so, all right,
2 points.
and then do it. So, 13 points of damage. Perfect. All right. So yeah, he swings his glaive through this burning figure of this. It's become more of a sort of a elven figure with this mask and these violet flames burning around, these swirling runes that are sort of encircling the body of it. But he brings the glaive through, and although this is fire, and it passes through, and he can feel the heat, the intense heat as he's coming he's along the glaive itself as he swings through. It does seem that it rips through some of the. Oh, actually, that's a good point. I've just remembered that. Is it a magical weapon he's got?
I think it's just a regular glaive.
Right. Okay. That's makes a difference then. Okay. So that was 13, wasn't it? So that is so you
16.
only. Yeah. So it only takes actually 6 points instead of that 12. So as he passes through the magical fire of this element, you can see that it does seem to dissipate some of the flame. It kind of cuts through, but it doesn't do as much damage as he was expecting. But you do see it like take some of the flame and sort of dissipate it a little bit.
I see what you're doing there. I don't like it, but yep.
Okay.
That would be the end of his turn as far as I can see.
Okay, end of his turn. All right. We move on to the fire wraith. Okay. Do they want to do this at the beginning? Do I want to be kind, or should I be cruel, or should I be kind? All right. Let's start off with this. So, the fire wraith. You see, it's what you would imagine would be like arms that it's sort of grown from its sides that flail down from its body like whips made of fire and flame. It suddenly, as Tisfin takes this attack and sees that Kane is approaching, it twists its body, and these whips of fire and flame flail up into the air, and it swings them, and it brings one down whoosh, as hard as it can down towards Tisfin. Does an 11 hit? I don't think it will.
No. Suck it.
Okay, so this first room flaming whip comes down into the ground. It slams into the floor just beside Tisfin, leaving a streak of purple flame and ash. But he manages to dodge out the way as it comes round with a second one of these whips in his same direction. That's a 23 to hit.
Can I pretend it didn't? No, it hit.
Yeah. Does he have anything that he can use? Uncanny dodge or anything like that?
I think he had something like that, yeah. Let me see. It should be on the reaction. No, that's just opportunity attacks.
Oh, maybe it was opportunity attacks I was thinking about, that he has something.
Yeah, but I want to also remember he had something like that. Let's see, he has that Blessing of the Raven Queen. That's not a reaction, so I don't think that would work. If it does, I can't see it right now, so I'm gonna have to take that hit till I find it at least.
Yeah, I don't know if he has anything anyway, but I'm just having a quick look here to see if there's anything. This is why it's difficult when when you have a player there who knows the character, because you're like they're probably screaming in the background when they listen back to this, going, "I would have done this, I would have done that." But
I mean, I do that myself. So
yeah, I can't see anything here. What's this divine sense? No, that's not it either. Okay, for the moment, we'll just say it hits because I can't remember if he has anything like that anyway. All right, so this second, he dodges the first whip of fire as it comes over, and then the second one comes flying down, and it contacts with him as he's leaping out of the way. And he takes 11 points of fire damage as this flaming whip lands right across his chest, knocking him to the floor. Oh, in fact, actually, I think it does have something like that. He needs to make me a strength saving throw, please.
Oh, giddy.
So he had 2 temporary hit points, so he's only down 9 points. That's a 12. All right, so
Is that me rolling, not this one?
Okay, so yeah, if you can deduct his health points down by 11.
I'm just trying to find. It did that. That did something.
You can do it on the little bar. Do you have the little bar at the bottom or somewhere that you can just type it in?
All right, there it is.
Okay.
There we go.
Perfect. All right. Okay, so you failed the strength check. So as this whip of fire and flame comes down, it lands on him, causing this damage. The purple flames searing into him, but the whip itself wraps around his body, and he's unable to pull himself away from it in time, and he's pulled 10 feet closer to the fire wraith. So he's basically pulled right up to it. Oh.
And I need to roll a concentration for the thing I have on it too.
Yes, you do need to concentration, so it needs to be a natural one, so it's gone.
God damn it!
So unfortunately, yeah, because of this damage and because of him pulling air, his concentration is lost, and Hunter's Mark disappears.
Quack, if I get this one killed, I'm sorry. You left him to me.
You also you're pulled towards the fire wraith and set ablaze. So he will take also on top of this.
At the start of their next turn.
Oh, thank you very much for reading ahead. I had not read that far across. Thank you very much. All right, so you don't take it yet. All right.
I was sort of sitting and worrying about what would happen when I get hit by it. So I was like, okay, what does it do? What does it do?
The funny thing is, I'm not going to double this up, but there is also another thing here as well that I have to do at the start of their turn. So, but I'm not gonna do that one. Okay, so this, so the fire wraith brings these two fire whips down on Tisfin, dragging him closer, and you can see the flames burning around. All right, so that's the end of the pirates' go. Galatea, it is now your turn. What would you like to do?
Galatea is just like visibly shaking, both with anger and fear, and is just yelling over at the thing, saying, you know, just because you got hurt doesn't mean you have to make it everyone else's problem. This is not on us. You sort your own shit. And then she turns her back on it and has a look at this thing.
Anyway, let me look at this for a second. Cool. Perfect. All right. So would you like to give me like a perception check or?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, a natural 20.
Oh.
24. Lovely. Okay. This glyph is instantly you see with natural 20. This is like a shield, or a representation of a shield of something that is defensive. Being in this presented as a glyph like this, it appears to be like a glyph of warding. The shield itself, though, is held behind some sort of field of energy, and its ability to protect is diminished. So, from looking at this, you think that this energy field is going to have to be have to be broken or deactivated in some way in order to, or perhaps you need to be able to grab it or activate it. You need to be able to get past this energy field. It's probably going to take some effort, some strength of will in order to be able to get past it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna see what I can do to get past this.
Okay. I'll say for mechanics wise, it's gonna test your constitution in order to try and put yourself or try and force your way through to grab or to activate this
Okay.
glyph of warding.
I would like to rage.
You like to rage?
Mentally.
So I'll say if you want to try and do this, make this Constitution check to see if you can kind of defeat this barrier that's there. This will be both your action and your bonus action because you obviously investigated it as well. So if that's what you'd like to do.
Constitution. I want to do this.
Yeah. Okay. So could you make me a Constitution saving throw then, please?
Yes. See, why didn't I get the 20 now?
An 8. Okay. So as you try and push yourself, you try and reach through this barrier. You can feel this. It's a force. It's not burning or anything, but there's a force pushing back against you, and as you try and reach in to try and grab this glyph of warding, this shield, the force at which it repels you causes you to sort of fall back towards the floor, and you take 10 points of force damage as you're thrown to the floor.
Nice. Okay. Can't.
As you try and activate this and try and put your hands. Actually, no. Sorry, I've done that. I've already just done the force damage.
How do I assign the damage? I can't.
How do you assign damage? You should click on your character, and you should have a little bar somewhere that shows your current health.
Yeah.
And you just need to type the number in and then press the down arrow.
Oh, right, there we go. Thank you.
Is that right? Take 10 points of damage.
It didn't do a thing.
Did it not?
No.
Oh, I can do it from here if you want.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
Okay. So yeah, you're forced back. I won't say you're prone, but you were forced back essentially as you try and put it. The force is pushing back against you.
Yeah.
All
Can
right.
I
So
say any more? Or...
you can say more if you like. Yeah.
I think these things is keeping it empowered. Can someone help me? Double up. That's it.
All right. So you shout this out to everyone. As we start the beginning of the second round, Moira, what would you like to do?
Okay. Well, I want now that Amaros has come to my aid.
Yeah.
Unlike somebody. But the thing is,
He is
Is that
giving you, I think with his bonus action or action, he gave you advantage on whatever check you need to make.
well, yeah. But I was hoping to give him advantage.
Oh,
Well, tough luck. I gave you it first.
Okay.
I mean,
know
if you
what?
want to, you could ignore his help and then say, no, I'll give you help on your next turn and then give him advantage on his next turn.
So
This is gonna be like,
I mean,
Amaros coming
you
here.
actually-
Let me
actually,
help
you can-
you.
You can actually do both because you can use your action to use his advantage and then you can use your bonus action to give him the help action on his next turn.
after you. No, after
Oh,
you.
God.
Oh, please, no, after you.
I was more thinking of if you would allow.
Mm.
I was thinking of attacking. And
Vamos.
then... No!
What did I do?
How
The
dare
fire
you.
thing! And
Yes,
then
You can attack
giving
the...
help to Amaros.
Okay, so he's coming over to say, I'll help you. And you're like, okay, whatever, attacking. And then you're going to give him help on his turn instead.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right. So you're going to take an action from there?
Yeah, I will... The slingshot
Perfect.
thing.
Go for it.
And now this is just a normal. This is... Because this is an attack.
That's right, yes.
No disadvantage.
No disadvantage. So only for the moment on you for skill checks
Yes.
and saves. That is 16. Yes, 16 does hit.
Woo!
So
Wait,
you
hold
pull
on,
back
where
your
do I put
sling.
that? Where we... Oh, up. Okay, never mind.
So you
I
pull
was
back
like,
your sling.
where's the damage button?
Yeah, no, it's just above. Yeah. So you pull back with your slingshot with the ammo that Valadomi gave you at the end of last session. You pull it back with all your might, and you send this iron ball flying towards it.
It's max damage.
Ooh, max
7
damage.
points of damage.
Fantastic. So as the this fire wraith has like slammed down against Tisfin and is wrapping it the whip around him and pulling him in, you let go this iron ball flying as hard as you can, and you're clever enough to think, well, it's going to go through the fire. That's probably not going to be that's going to be just going to pass right through. I'm going to aim for that mask, and you fire and you send this ball flying over at the mask of this fire wraith, and you just hear it hit, and you hear a little split go down the side of the mask. Not doing a great deal of damage to it. Again, halved because it's not magical. So you do 3 points on that, but you do see it cause damage and chip a little bit off of the mask itself.
Yay! And then I just look at Amaros. And then, like,
Okay, after you.
wave my arm, like, do the thing.
Excellent.
Remember,
All right.
you don't tell me what to do.
She
That's
can't
why
speak.
I say I wave my arm.
Okay. Right, that's the end of your turn, Moira. Kane. At the beginning of your turn, being within 5 feet of this roiling fiery creature, you are going to take...
Oh, there isn't even a save or anything down.
No. 6 points of fire damage as the heat intensifies, especially, and I haven't given you like disadvantage on this, or given myself advantage, should I say, because you're in armor as well as Tisfun as well. But you feel your armor slowly superheating up, and you take 6 points of fire or heat damage, being this close to the building, to the creature.
That's made my decision easy for me because I was a bit conflicted. I was like, do I stand here and make my stick magical and whack her with it, or do I go help Galatea? I think I'm gonna go help Galatea.
Okay.
I'll take the attack of opportunity against me.
Okay.
As I go and try to help.
The fire wraith does not take any attack of opportunity against.
Oh, lovely. Okay. Then Kane rushes over. You like audibly hear him panting. Hello, I saw you just got back. I didn't realize you'd be up. So I, standing next to the thing, superheated my armor and I took some fire damage. So hearing your cry for help was the perfect excuse for me to run away.
Nice.
So Kane's come up to you panting in this like armor that's like starting to glow yellow, I imagine, and he's like, you know, how can I help?
Can you get through this shield? Otherwise, help me out.
So are you prone currently?
No, she's not.
Okay.
She was forced back, but I just said she wasn't going to be prone.
Okay, cool. I'm just taking a quick look at my prepared spells. I don't know that I have anything that's particularly good at breaking bonds.
So,
Just do the help action. Otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well then, in that case, I'll use my action to give Galatea the help action.
okay, well, you can do that as a bonus action, I've said. So, if you want to use an action for something else, you can do that, and then you could...
I actually need my bonus action.
Oh, do you? Oh, okay, no worries.
I
Yeah,
do.
don't watch.
I need the bonus action to get the spiritual weapon to attack, unfortunately.
Oh, okay, no worries. That's fine. Okay, so use your action to give Galatea help on their turn, and you're going to use your bonus action to use the spiritual weapon. Okay,
I
perfect.
command the spiritual weapon to attack, yeah.
Go for it.
That's a bit better.
That's good, yeah, 20. Nice. Yes, you do hit with that.
That is a dirty 20. Okay, I gotta remember how to do the damage roll. This is a problem of me not doing my own rolls for so long.
1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier,
If I go back to my...
which is 3. So if it's easier, you can just roll a d8 and then put a 3 on it if you prefer. But it's you.
Yeah, I can't remember what I'm supposed to pick to get it to roll the damage. So
So you see the damage button here? Can you see it?
Oh, I hadn't scrolled down. That's my fault.
There you go. Go for it. 6 points. Now, this is a spiritual weapon, but I'm looking on here, but I'm going to say that it must be magical because otherwise.
If it helps, it deals force damage.
Yes, so I'm going to say it's a magical effect. So we'll take all of that. All right, perfect. All right, so your weapon slams down again. This time, causing 6 points of force damage as you see part of the flames like sort of snuff out in an area as it's sort of whittling it down. Very good. Okay, yes, the pyre is taking a little bit of damage. Still looking pretty healthy, but is taking a little bit. All right, is that the end of your turn, Kane?
It is.
Excellent. All right, we move on to Amros and the flailing mouse.
Yeah, I've just been sitting here the whole time thinking, how the hell am I supposed to translate what the hell money's supposed to tell me?
Well, you can also look at this and try and work out for yourself what it's supposed to do. If you can't gather from what she's trying to. In fact, give me. We'll say this is. If you're going to use your action to do the thing, we'll say you can have a bonus action to kind of do an insight to see if you can work out what Moira is trying to communicate.
Let's roll with that, because otherwise I'm just gonna have a mental aneurysm or something.
Oh god.
Ow. Oh wait, I rolled with Tisvan. Oops. Should I redo that?
Yeah,
or-
roll again because she hasn't got the same pluses as you. So.
My plus is actually worse.
Oh, well, you got an 18 that time. Okay, perfect.
But that's
Just to help
still
move
better.
things along, you work out exactly what she's saying. Yes. So essentially, Moira hops up and down, and you can see that this is very different than the glyph that you'd seen, the one that you looked at, the one with the shadow in it. That was a contained essence in there that was trying to break out. This is essentially, it looks similar to scales. It's a magical glyph that represents these two scales, and one side is heavily weighed down. Moira, I presume you're probably like pulling with all your might on one side, trying to pull it down to balance these things out. But you're obviously, and pointing at the other end, sort of like, you get that one, I get this one, to try and level this out. So you work that out from what she's saying. So it's up to you. Would you like to use your action to try and help her? And she's giving you advantage on this to try and align these scales to try and balance them.
Yeah, I'll see if I can help balancing them.
Okay, so I would like you to have a give me a strength check with advantage, please.
Dear God, I have a minus in strength. Moira, why do you do this to me?
Hey, I tried, Kane. Don't blame me.
Hey, I tried you.
Also, I gave you advantage.
Oh, perfect. So you've got a 19. Excellent.
Oh, never mind.
So
Yeah, it's the 15. The 19 was the previous.
Oh, yeah.
15. So 15 is enough. So Moira and Amros, you use your strength combined together, and you manage to get these scales. You pull one side, you push with the other side, and you eventually get these two scales to align in the center. As you do, you feel the force that was causing them to be up and down diminish, and when you let go with your hands, these two scales become perfectly balanced. However, as you reset this ward, part of the tree starts to split and crack, and you see that the top of the tower begins to destabilize. And as you put these scales upright, part of the branches and the floor start to peel away and seem to dissipate with the ash. And as you look, the scales go back one side, slamming back down again into its position. But the tree itself now split.
Well, that ain't good.
Well, okay.
Give me, you both of you can do this. Give me a intelligence. Check.
Straight intelligence.
Just the ability check.
Except, is it?
Let me think. It doesn't really make sense for history, I guess. Oh no, maybe history does work. Okay, yeah, give me an history.
Okay.
Intelligence history check.
Disadvantage for me.
Disadvantage for you, sadly. Yeah.
Well, it didn't matter for me either way, but a 7.
13.
You got 13. Okay, Moira. You when this happens and you see the tree split and the part of it sort of dissolve in the ash, it reminds you of your own home. You remember these trees and the ash and the breaking of it as well, and you know that you did something. You did activate that glyph. You know that balancing was correct. For a moment, it did work. It did seem to lock into place. But then you think, as it forced its way back again, that perhaps this wasn't right. Perhaps this was not what you were supposed to be doing at this moment. And you think back to when you entered the tower, and when you first started going up, you saw these paintings, and you saw inscription on the paintings as you were coming upstairs, and something in your mind kind of makes you think there's a connection here. There's something here. Maybe there's something we need to do. But that's what you get with a 13.
Cool.
She cannot even tell us that because she's mute.
I'm also trying to remember the painting stuff. Cool.
Awesome. All right, Amros, I think that is the end of your turn. Unless you have a bonus action. Oh no, you used it to do the investigation.
My bonus action was the
Yeah.
insight of understanding Moira.
That's correct. Perfect. All right. So
But I think what I can do is still move.
you can move if you like. Yeah.
I think I'm going. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm gonna move over there.
Okay. Perfect. All right. We move on to Tisfan's turn. Right at the beginning of the round, Tisfan is going to take some damage, I'm afraid.
Giddy.
Now, what was the damage from the fire? It's it's the same. 1d10.
10,
Okay.
I think it was.
Perfect. All right. So he is going to take just the 2 then, I guess. Yep. 2 points of fire damage.
You rolled it as me.
Sorry? Oh, you rolled it. Oh,
as
sorry.
Moira.
Sorry. Well, it doesn't matter because it's a D10. So it would be the same regardless. But yeah, I was clicked on your character still for some reason. Perfect. All right. Yeah. So he takes 2 points of fire damage as he is basically being lashed and burnt by being in close proximity to this creature. All right. So he has lost a hunter's monk.
Yeah,
What is he going to
so
do?
I don't know why it's still asking for the concentration.
Oh, we had this last time, I think. Just ignore it for now. Let me see if I can work it out from there. You carry on with what you want to do.
Okay, then Tisvan. Yeah, you know what? He's gonna step back 1 step and attack with the glaive again.
Okay, so yeah, you step back. He's not restrained or anything, so that's fine. So you take a step away. It doesn't take an attack of opportunity, and he's free to attack again. And now, I don't know if you want to have a look and see about his extra damage that he does and stuff, because I know that he does something with his abilities once a day effect, I think.
Let me just see if I can find that. Just to keep that rolling, I'll read through that for next turn at least. But did a 21 hit?
Yes, 21 hits, yeah. Oh, and also, everyone, don't forget you've got your... What's it as well?
Inspiration.
Yes, inspiration.
I'm saving it for a very bad roll.
Okay. Yeah, 21 does hit, so go for it.
Isn't that one not a very bad roll?
Wait, what the heck happened there?
You got that's your damage that you're rolling?
Yeah. How the heck did I score up 14?
1d10 plus a 4 or something you got on there? Hang on.
Almost be from his strength modifier. Where comes the 2 from?
The weapon?
Where are we?
I don't think the 2 means anything because the die rolled 10.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't think it's being.
I guess just being bunkers.
The equation is less than or equal to 2. So I presume that maybe he's got something that means he can't roll lower than that. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, it's 14 points. Unfortunately, because it's not magical, it is half, but it takes another 7 points of damage as he swings again with his glaive, again cutting through the flame and just chipping away at the edge of the mask itself, leaving a gash. A little splinter goes out. Again, more damage, but the wraith just chuckles as it looks down at him. All right, anything you'd like to do with a bonus action?
I'm seeing. That's not a concentration, so he's gonna cast his channel divinity, Vow of Enmity. I just need to find it.
Should be.
There it is.
Yep.
Because if I read correct here, choose one creature you can see within 10 feet of you and gain advantage on attack rolls against it for 1 minute or until it drops to 0 HP or fall unconscious.
Okay. Yeah. So
Had I seen that earlier, I would have used it first. Yeah.
That's fine. Okay, so you speak the Vow of Enmity, and so now you have advantage on all attacks for the next minute. Okay. Perfect. All right, so that's the end of Tisvan's turn.
Yes.
Excuse me. Okay. Now it is the Pyre Wraith's turn again. All right, let's see. Okay. Hasn't lost enough damage for that. No, what is that one either? Okay, it's going to take another couple of lashes out. The first one is going to go, I'm afraid, back towards Tisvan. So it is going to try and take an attack against him. But that's only a 13 to hit, which I believe is probably not enough.
That misses.
Okay, perfect. The other one,
Especially elegant in dodging that.
the other one whips out towards you as you try and run past Amoros.
Ah, dang it.
And that is going to be, oh, it was so close to an 18 then. 11.
Wait.
I don't think 11 hits
Oh, I
you. though.
make that, thank fuck.
So yeah, so it
I was
whipped
just
round.
like, wait, do I have 10 or higher? Oh, thank fuck, I had 15.
One whips goes flying across and slams next to Tisvan, but he knows what's coming and he moves out the way. The other one whips around trying to grab your leg as you try and pass by Amoros, but you're able to just get past it, and the whip by able to hit its target. You can see for a moment the body of this creature just flame out in anger, but it is unable to hit either of you. So that is the end of its turn. Galatea.
Hi. Because I have ADHD and I can't take notes during, and I forget things after. Is there some sort of check that I can do to help me remember what the flaws were and the inscriptions?
I mean, if you want to just speak between all of you now and try and see if you can remember what they said, I'll allow that.
Okay.
And if none of you know, then I'll make a roll for you. Yes.
Okay. Is anyone able to take notes at all?
I have a pencil and paper in front of me.
Oh, yeah, but were you taking notes in last session?
I wasn't.
Fair enough. I thought I did, but I didn't. I don't know where they are, so I'm just assuming that I didn't. Trying to remember what was on each floor. The first floor was the celebration. I know that much. And I something about no, I can't remember. Just the vibe of it was like the celebration. Second floor was the statue.
Second floor was the face down picture in the Ashen Room.
Okay. And what was on that one? That was her and the the human guy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, that's right. Did anyone else take any notes or anything?
I'm afraid I didn't.
Do you remember
Which-
anything?
It's my usual problem that I can never bloody take notes. I try to, but I can't.
Yeah, I can't focus on both at the same time.
That is why I upload the videos for you guys, so you can kind of
Yeah.
rewatch those as well.
But
Yeah,
I didn't have time because it was just 2 days ago, and I've had a pretty busy weekend.
Okay, so
even as I listened through, I forgot to take notes. Just
Right, so floor
typical
3
me.
was the statue.
No.
No. Floor
Okay.
4 was the statue.
yes.
And the
So-
floor 4, the statue, was that the one saying something about being a protector?
So if you want to make a roll, so that we can
Yes.
I can divulge some of the information.
Yeah, please.
But I would suggest in the future people either make notes or listen to the videos as we go through, because there will be relevant information, and there are 5 of you. So between all of you, you should be able to kind of write some of the information that I give you down, because sometimes they will need to be recalled. Okay, so give me an intelligence history check, and and we'll see what you can gather.
10.
Okay. So, I will give you part of what you can remember. You remember the 2 recent floors that you were in. You remember that there was people celebrating at the beginning.
Yeah.
You remember that Tisfin had found a painting on the second floor. On the third floor, you remember that there wasn't a painting or anything like that. There was a marked area where one used to be, or that had been placed on the floor, and that there had been something scrawled there. And the fourth floor was where you saw the statue of just the feet. And you remember there was a message or some writing there as well. Excuse me. You only remember a little bit about the last 2 floors. You can't remember what the first 2 floors had said. So, written on the floor, on the 3rd floor, you had, so there was an empty area, and there was a few marks that had been written in ash, and it said, "The shadow cast by its light."
Okay.
And on the floor above, the one with the statue, the 4th floor, you had seen the statue with the broken feet, and on that one there was carved the words, "The ward to bind the ancient plight."
The ward. That was what I remembered of being protector.
But you cannot remember what was on the first 2 floors. You can't really remember exactly what they said.
Oh. I think I remember the order now, because I think the second floor was the princess and the human, and something about balance. I think. Does anyone have any input? Yes, no, yes, no. Any answers?
None at the moment.
Okay. No is also an answer.
I mean, it's an answer at least, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Galatea is gonna point out that obviously something went wrong, and then trying to recall what's what was on the floors below, and maybe they have a connection to these things. And gonna shout out something about the first was the the party, something of joy stuff. Second was the shadow. Am I correct? No. Second was the balance. It's gone again. Can someone help me, please?
Anyone? Does anyone just remember what I've said? There's 3 more people here in the chat. Is anyone else able to confirm what I said a minute ago?
I took my headphones off for like 5 seconds, man, and it still managed to be at the wrong time. This is not fair. I've been listening the entire time.
Okay, well, do you remember anything? Can you from the last just 10 minutes?
From the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
From the last 10 minutes, we were
Wait,
trying to figure out. We were being told off for not taking notes, and we were trying to figure out what was going on with the paintings for last session, right?
Jesus, yeah.
Yeah. If I recall, and this is me. What was it? 3 weeks ago now. 2. The first one was you guys have probably already covered this base, but the first one was like revelry, wasn't it? It was like good times. The second one was that there was some kind of calamity. The third one were people looking sullen. I mean, please stop me if any of this sounds wrong or right.
All right, so let me. I will remind you one more time about what I've just said about that you recall, Galatea. On the 3rd floor is where you had the message. Excuse me. Find it again now.
About the shadow.
Yeah, let me just find the wording. Yes, so it had written in ash, you had the shadow cast by its light. On the 4th floor, you had seen the statue that had the words, the ward to bind the ancient light. You cannot remember what was on the 1st or the 2nd floor, based on the roll.
Wait, say the 4th one again, please.
The ward to bind the ancient plight.
Okay, managed to take notes this time.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Would I be okay on my turn to try and make a roll to try and remember what was on the 1st and 2nd floors with Kane?
I'll allow you to roll again for like your history check as well on your turn if you like.
Okay. Cool.
So that's what you gather, Galatea. And at the moment, I believe that you've got advantage from Kane if you wish to do anything with the glyph. Otherwise, your turn is yours.
Glyph, or can I use it for another?
Sorry, you cut out there.
Do I have to use my advantage with this glyph, or can I use it with another?
You can't use it with another one if he's not near you, so it would be for this particular one. If you go somewhere else, then he will have to move with you to the next time, because he's essentially giving you advantage on it, which means that he's helping you with that roll, but he can't do that unless he's like near you, unless you can come up with some way that he's able to help you from a distance.
Is there a way for me to mark anything on the map?
Yeah, you've got tools. There's a little pencil tool and that you can draw with.
Where's the pencil tool?
It should just be here on the left hand side. Can you see it? Or maybe they're only DM tools.
I
What do you
can't see
want to mark?
Can you put a okay? There's a marker here. Can you put a number 1 on this top thing?
Yeah, 1 second. Okay. The one here?
Yeah, top 1.
Okay. Yeah.
And then bottom 1 is number 2, the scales. And then 3 is shadow, this one over here. And 4 is the one where... This is my proposed order for activating these things. I'm gonna try and drag Kane over to this this one at the top.
Yeah, I mean, Kane is willing. Until I see the result of my remembering check from last time. I don't want to do any rash actions, but if I don't remember what was on the first and second floor, then I think he'd be willing to go with what you've proposed.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say I don't think this is the one. I think that we need to do this last. And go and check out the top one. Not knowing what anything else is yet. Gonna try and yell out any information that I've sort of covered in the last little bit now. This template, I'm on the wrong thing. Move over here, get ready to use, or to help whoever gets here next.
Okay, so you're going over there and you're going to assist somebody else when they get there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I see if I can work anything out about it in the meantime?
No, because you've already used your ability to try and remember your check, and then you're using your bonus to that, or your action to then help the next person. So you're using both those. Okay.
That's completely fair.
All right. So you move across and you move up to that one. I will say that just from a brief look at this one as you approach it, this one is a glyph that is representative of fire and flame. You can see a flame burning erratically, and not. It's a magical flame that's sort of burning wildly, and it needs to sort of be tamed in order to sort of quell it. Right. So top of the round, Moira. At the beginning of your turn, more of the tree starts to split and fracture. Can you roll me a d6, please?
Oh, God.
Four.
It's a 4.
Okay, and then can you roll me, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, roll me a d6. Moira, you are 1. Kane, you are 2. Galatea, you are 3. The spiritual weapon is 4. Amoros, you are 5. And Tisfin is 6.
Okay.
Okay, Tisfin.
It's a 6.
Okay, so
I'm sorry.
as the branches and that begin, and the side of the tree begins to split and crack open, the tree itself slowly seems to be collapsing in on itself. Part of the like a higher piece of the bark or the wood that used to have maybe a branch of some sort on it that was growing out snaps, and a large chunk of this heavy wood, this like dead wood, falls down and unfortunately lands directly on top of Tisfin, and he will take. Oh, actually, no, sorry. He makes to make a dexterity save. Sorry. He has to make a dexterity save the last second as this piece of wood comes flying towards his head. So can you make me a dexterity saving throw for Tisfan, please, Aros?
Yes. It's a 9.
That's not going to be enough, unfortunately. So he will take... he takes... Oh, that's Galatea, sorry. But it's the same... I shouldn't have been clicked on you, but it's the same thing. He will take 7 points of bludgeoning damage as this piece of tree branch comes down and just cracks him across the shoulder and the back of the head as it falls from the top of the tree. Okay. So that's that. So yes, so this tower is beginning to shake and slowly split apart as you are standing here and you feel uneasy on your feet. But Moira, it is your turn.
I mean, I guess I'm gonna shoot a slingshot because I kind of wanna. I don't wanna move away from this scale thing. This is I have claimed this as my station apparently.
So you're going to take a slingshot attack?
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
It's 7.
Unfortunately, that is not enough.
Wait. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay, perfect. Yep, use your inspiration. All right. You were about to take a shot, but you felt like it wasn't. You hadn't pulled the elastic band back quite far enough. So you readjust yourself and you take another shot. That's the same.
It's the same.
Yes.
Damn
A 7 does not. Yeah, you pull it back, but just as you're about to fire, the tree that is slowly starting to crumble jolts you for a second, and you the ball bearing goes flying up into the air and disappears beyond the tree line.
Okay.
Would you like to do anything with the bonus action?
I'm gonna go with no. I'm gonna stay put and because I'm gonna wait for Galatea's plan.
Okay. All right. So we move on.
Galatea shouted her plan. Well,
Yes.
I intended to. I've written it down so you can see it. They don't know what it means, but only that the ward seems to be the one that they were at.
Okay, Kane, it is your turn.
So, what action would you want me to use to try and remember what was on that last floor?
Well, you know what. Galatea knows what was on the third and the fourth floor. So if you were trying to remember what's on the first and the second floor, it'll be the same roll. It'll be a history intelligence.
It was 2 more floors. Okay, cool. Would you want that as an action, a bonus action, or a free action?
Well, you can do it as either a bonus or an action, because I presume you will want to do something else after this. So we'll say it's just a whichever one you don't want to use.
Okay, well, I may as well move myself over here first. Get myself within helping distance if we decide to go for this one.
You've got very quiet again for some reason. I'm not sure if you're something.
I was facing towards the monitor.
Oh, okay.
It's very directional microphone, I think. Okay, so intelligence history. Well, I have a +2. Okay, well, I'll do that as my action then.
Okay.
Cross your fingers, people.
Okay. So with a 16, I'm going to say that you remember again, part of the thing, but you remember the beginning. So on the first floor, when you came in, there was a giant painting of the princess, and the inscription on the frame itself was "The flame that burns eternal." And then on the floor above, when Tisvan had brought you the painting that he found face down, on the back of the painting had been written, "Balance restored when both meet."
I feel like this. I communicate this to Galatea, and also say to them, this this kind of confirms your theory of what order we should do these in. As far as I'm concerned, yeah, it seems correct.
Flame. This looks fiery. Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm starting to see the big picture here.
Yeah, do this one then.
Okay. Okay, yeah, well, I've only got a bonus action now, but I could move my spiritual weapon over and have that attack the glyph.
Yeah, you can either move that and use your bonus action, or you can give Galatea again advantage on her next one if you want. And she is putting herself in a position where she was going to give advantage to you, but you've used your action now. If you were going to use your action in that case, you could have used your bonus action to do it. So you get to decide what you want to do. Essentially, you can either have used your action and have a bonus action to move your spiritual weapon, or you could have used your bonus action and then have your action now available to have advantage on the check that you need to do to activate the flaming glyph.
It's up to you guys here, but my spiritual weapon counts as a magic weapon, but nothing that I have would.
Just do this thing. Do the check.
Oh, it's a check. Oh, I thought we had to attack it. My apologies.
Just said it's a check.
It is a check. Okay, right. Well, then in that case, yeah, I would have used my bonus action to recollect.
Okay. All right. So
to make the check.
All right. So you need to do an Arcana check for me. This glyph is a flame that's burning wild, a magical flame that's burning wildly out of control, and it needs channeling to kind of refocus it again. So you need to basically give me any Arcana check to see if you can tame the flame.
Oh.
And you have advantage with this.
Okay, the advantage helps because my Arcana is not good.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
thank
good. You got an 18. Perfect. All right. Yes. So you concentrate and you channel your knowledge of the arcane, your theory of balance and the rest of it, and you try and quell the fire itself. And after a few moments, you are able to channel your magic and your faith, and you manage to sort of sustain the fire in a way that means that it stops acting so erratically and goes back to being more of a gentle a flame within this plinth. And as you do so, you hear this pulsing sensation from it.
Oh, I don't know if I like that.
But the flame remains dormant and small again. It does. It's not erratic. It hasn't gone back like the scales did. All right, that is the end of your turn. Unless you would like to say anything else.
Yeah, I turn to Galatea and I kind of shrug and go, I guess that's good.
Yeah, do the scales next.
Hey, I feel like I need to wait for everyone else to decide what they want to do first.
I'm saying this to everyone. You need to say it to everyone. They need to know.
Okay,
Scales, got it.
I'll announce
Scales.
Okay, Amoros, it is now your turn.
I'm going to book it down there again.
Okay.
And well, I wouldn't have Moira to assist me on this. I would assume. So I'm going to try to stabilize on my own first.
Okay. So you need to make a strength check.
Yes. I was about to ask, was it strength or which one was that again?
So it can be it's strength athletics.
Let's see. Is athletics better for me? No, it's the same.
Can I give advantage?
Did you say you were going to on your end of your turn?
I said I was gonna wait.
Yeah.
No, she did not. I rolled a 10.
A 10. Okay, so you try and force these scales back into alignment again, but your strength is sapped from trying before, and you try with all your might, but you can't quite get them to balance.
As a bonus action, then I'm going to call out to this one. Hey, give me a hand here, and I'm going to give him the advantage on his turn, which would be next.
Okay. All right. We move to Tisvan then, who you control. So go for it.
Exactly. His turn to try.
All right. So he can make a strength check then with advantage now.
And it was strength or athletics, right?
It is. They're the same thing. Strength athletics.
Yes. Just wanted to double check. $24.
Perfect. Okay. So with your combined effort, Tisman puts his glaive away. He comes over to help you, and you both wrestle these scales. And both one of you on either side pushing and pulling, you manage to balance these two scales in perfect unison. And you hear as this one starts to pulse as well.
Calling back over to Galatea. I think we got something working. What's next?
Shadow?
I did see a sphere with something dark in it. That could be it.
Okay.
And I point at this thing.
I mean, Galatea's just been at the one that she decided is a protector thing, so that's the one left.
Okay. Is that the end of his turn?
I didn't find anything particularly I could use for the bonus action. So he's gonna move there with the rest of his movements.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so it is now the Pyre Wraith's turn. It twists and turns to look at you as you start activating these glyphs, and you can see them. The flames flicker, and that in anger. She turns and says, "No, you should not be able to activate these." And the mask looks round towards you, Galatea, who had initiated this first, the first of the warding. However, the mask itself, though it had no face, no mouth initially, you can see the mask itself crack open, forming a mouth, and you hear this ear-splitting scream as the elven mask echoes within 30 feet of it in all directions. This frightening kind of cry of anguish, and I would like everyone to please make me a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I would scream, but I'm losing my voice currently, so it will have to be just a talk to you. Oh, Tisman got 24. Perfect.
Nice.
Galatea got 19. Tisman got Tisman got a great. Where was the 24 I saw earlier? That was from something else. He got a 14, 19, 20, 25 for Kane, and a 5 for Amorous. Okay. I think with
I
that.
shall use my inspiration because I have a feeling it's gonna be bad.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. You want to use your inspiration? Perfect. Use that. Ten.
Oh come on! He pulled off the 15.
Sorry about that. Well, okay, so so yeah, I think everyone apart from Moira, did you? Oh, yeah, you rolled your 20. Yeah, everyone but Amorous manages to cover their ears and shake this off. But Amaris, I'm afraid you are frightened for the next minute from the scream from this flaming, which means you cannot approach it at all. So essentially, you're now restricted to just the outskirts when you're moving around. You cannot move across the room. You have to move like basically as far away, not getting any closer to the wraith as you can. Okay. You can make a save again at the end of your next turns. But that is the wraith's turn. Okay, Galatea.
Galatea sort of winces. You can scream all you fucking want. It's not going to get you anywhere. Because you have no one. And we have each other. And Galatea is going to go over to the next thing.
Awesome. Okay, so you say that, and then you run up to the other orb that's there. This is a say like a sort of a energy sphere that is trying to contain but failing slowly. This whatever this shadow essence is within the sphere, it's slowly breaking out. As you run up to it, you see that it sort of like darts towards you. Its tendrils sort of poking out of like little gaps within it, but writhing inside.
Yeah. Galatea is gonna try and very gently keep it contained.
Okay.
What was that?
Did well, I guess Amros, did you verbalize? Did you tell anyone about this sphere or what the trick with it was?
I don't think Amros figured out the trick other than it reacting to how fast I moved.
Yeah.
And
Galatea is gonna like try and reach out for it. Like, is it doing anything? Just
yeah. So
try and work it out.
all right, we'll say I did mention this, but I'll say you can use your bonus action to basically try and kind of get an idea, the same as Amros did. So give me a perception.
Yeah.
23. Yep, with that's fine, perfect. Yeah, as soon as you run up to it, you notice that it basically flails towards you. Though it's contained, its little tendrils kind of spike towards you. As soon as you stop, as you see this, you kind of stop instinctively, like, oh god, what's that? As soon as you stop, it seems to lose focus on you. It doesn't seem to see where you are. So it seems that being able to sort of channel with this energy field or whatever it is that's trying to contain it, if you do it slowly and carefully, you don't think it would be able to react and attack you or notice that you were there. So essentially, you will need to, if you want to activate this one, you will need to use a stealth check in order to contain it.
Yeah, Galatea spends a minute just like reaching out for it in different ways to try and work out how to get around this thing, and then takes a deep breath and braces herself and goes for it.
Go for it. $19, very good. Yes, you move stealthily and slowly, and as you put your hands on the sphere, the tendrils of this black ichor inside don't seem to notice you as you slowly sort of squeeze and contain the shield around it, and after a moment you see it completely seal and glow, and once again you hear as the third glyph has been sealed.
Galatea's gonna call out. Last one, go for the shield. You need to just push through. What's the word for constitution?
Constitution?
Yeah.
Your force of will.
You gotta stay healthy.
Be resolute.
Yes.
I don't know.
Do it. Be forceful and will. Yes. Okay. Is that the end of your turn, Galatea?
Yep.
All right.
All of it.
Top of the round, Moira. Please roll me a d6, please.
Oh no, not again.
The tower shakes once again, more of the elements of the tower begin to break. We'll have the same numbers as last time. So first roll me a d6 and let me know what you get for that.
I know why this is being put on me because I am at the top of the initiative list, but at the same time, why are you putting this on me?
Well, actually, it wasn't. That is because you activated or helped activate the first thing or attempted to, so that's why it's you.
we're
I actually
going
thought it was
with
because you can cast spells.
we're going with the top of the initiative list.
It's just a coincidence that happened, but yeah. A 5. Ooh, nice.
I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing.
Well, it's not. No, it's worse. But you don't need to roll for who this affects because it affects all of you.
No.
So can everyone please?
Do you have inspiration?
No, she's used it. I think.
Oh no.
No, I was the one who used it.
No, I think she used
I
hers.
have also used mine.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
All right. Can everyone please? Violet flames from around the top, from the flaming sphere in front of you, flare wildly as this third, as the tower begins to creak and fall apart, and the third of these runes or glyphs is activated. These energy is spread out in all directions from the creature as it destabilizes. And you all need to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Moira has rolled a 12.
Okay. And
Oh,
that's a natural one for Tis.
And that one, no.
Oh dear. Okay.
I'm sorry.
And
I am going to get this one killed. I mean, he's the one taking the most damage from my rolls.
Look, Tisman goes down almost every session. It's fine. He's used to it.
I guess I'll roll
wait till he hears
for
that
Kane.
one.
I guess.
He just gets to commune with his goddess. It's fine.
Right. Constitution saving throw. Where are we for him? He gets a 15. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. Okay. All right. So, who we got? So Moira and Tisvan. The others of you managed to avoid this. But you two. Ooh. You take 13. Oh, I'm still clicked on Kane again for some reason. You take 13 points of force damage and are pushed away 10 feet. Moira, you're against the wall anyway, so that doesn't make any difference. But this one is slammed against the wall over here as well.
Oh my god.
So he takes another 13 points as he's obliterated there. So Moira, this is the first damage you've taken, so take 13 from that, please. Okay. All right. Right. That was the beginning thing. So Moira, is now actually your turn. So, what would you like to do? As you're hit in the face and squashed basically against the wall by the force.
Can I move?
You can move. Yes, certainly. I will reiterate that the tower itself is shaking and becoming more and more unstable as you continue to fight.
Okay. I would like to attempt to move over here.
Sure. Okay, you move over into that one, yep.
And I'm gonna turn to do the thing.
Okay, what do you need to do?
God.
Do you want to use your bonus to examine it and to find out what you need to do? Or has someone told you?
Not to Moira?
Okay.
Galatea technically shouted it out.
Well, yeah, push through it. I'm like, it's a shield?
Yeah, there's like an energy again around this thing. So pushing through it probably means trying to grab this thing that's inside or basically. So I'll say that you because it has been shouted at before. You need to make a Constitution saving throw, basically, as you're trying to activate this last one.
Kind of like, does it like literally? Does she literally mean push through it, or like?
That's up to you.
This is Moira trying to
Like,
interpret
Beatrice
things. But I guess I'm going to physically try to push through the thing.
Sure, go for it.
So Constitution saving throw. Or
And you're at disadvantage, remember.
is it a saving throw or a check?
It's a saving throw.
Yeah, so is that also
Yep.
disadvantage?
Yep, disadvantage.
I have not been rolling my saving throws at disadvantage
Well, you should do.
because I thought it was only checks.
Nope, you're making saving throws as well.
Well, hell.
Ooh, not quite enough, unfortunately. So you put your little mousy hands. You're pushing. You're almost through, and you are repelled suddenly by a force. Where is it? Okay. And as you are thrown back, you will take 9 points of force damage as you are repelled by the shield.
What? Is it because I'm small?
It is.
Ah, dang it.
All right. Have you taken that damage away? Right,
No,
there we
I
go.
haven't.
Perfect. All right. Thank you very much. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do? Bonus action? Oh, no, you've done the... Oh, no, yeah, you didn't use that. Yeah, so you got a bonus action if you want to use that for anything.
I can't really do anything.
Help the next person who tries.
Yeah, give the next person advantage.
Okay. All right, perfect. All right, we move on to Kane. It is your turn.
I got back just in time. So is number 4 what we're going for?
Yes.
Yes, the tower is now shaking and more of it is falling apart. You managed to dodge an explosion that happened at the beginning of the round, the force, but the tower is slowly seeming to become more and more unstable.
Well, I don't like that. I guess I'm gonna run over to the 4th glyph.
Okay, go for it.
I guess accept the help of Moira as I need to do a check of some kind.
You need to do a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, I have a +2 to that.
Oh, 20.
Nice.
Nice. Okay, yes. You managed to force your hands through with Moira's help as well. You go through and you manage to force your hands through this wall of us, grabbing the shield itself, which doesn't come away, but by releasing it, the shield sort of glows and responds to your touch. And after a moment, you hear... As you do this, as all 4 of the glyphs are ignited and turned on, you see the wraith in the middle of the room. Its flame burn even brightly for a moment before flickering and sending out puffs in different directions of flame and embers. As you start to see it, where it was bright and imposing, slowly start to diminish. The mask itself seems to crack suddenly, and from within the flame, you hear the voice again, looking around at you, twisting, panicked. No, you should not have been able to do this. No, I rule here. And as you ignite that last of the glyphs, Kane, the ball of fire and flame in front of you expands to a 20 feet radius again before sucking back into itself and exploding from within as you hear. And as this fire, it basically sucks into itself, it lets out one final sort of explosion of force. And can everybody please make me a dexterity saving throw?
Jesus.
Oh God.
I've hit that. I don't know why I clicked that 3 times, but I did.
Dexterity saving throw?
Yes, please.
Well, I guess I'll inspire that.
Do you still have your inspiration?
I do. I haven't used it yet.
Oh, okay, perfect. All right.
I might be the last one.
Moira has rolled 12.
Oh, that's not very
Oh
high.
God, I ended up on a 5.
Okay, so oh dear, no. So okay, so Kane, oh, it was 15. So Kane, Moira, and Amoros. As this explosion, as this creature basically diminishes, it explodes with one final burst of force as it dissipates into it. But this explosion sends out its flames in all directions. And you're all going to take some damage, but unfortunately, yes, Amoros, Kane, and Moira, you're going to take the full brunt of this, which is 8d6.
8d6, he said.
Oh, they're all pretty low, though,
Oh,
but it's still
God.
25 points.
Moira is
Nearly
unconscious.
killed me.
25 points of fire damage, half as much to Tisfan and Galatea. So was 22, we'll say for that. Sorry, not 22. 12.
Okay.
I have resistance to fire. Woo!
All right, so you can take 12 then as well. That's good. All right, so Moira, you take...
Oh.
Moira is... you down?
Yes, I am unconscious.
All right, Kane, why have you still got 2 additional health points? That should have been taken off at the beginning. That's weird.
I don't have a clue.
Yeah, that's weird. It should have taken them off first when you first took damage.
I'm
All
still up, but only barely.
Yeah, so technically you've got, I guess, 11 because of that too. I don't know why it hasn't taken it off, but there you go. All right, so Tisfan will have taken 20. Oh no, he took half. He took 12, didn't he?
Yeah, I've taken that off.
Oh, okay. So so it didn't take him down. Okay, fine.
I would deal with
Galatea-
Amoros as well.
Okay. All right. So as this explosion goes off and the flames go out, Moira is knocked to the floor, unconscious. Kane, you are superheated in your armor, but you manage to stay conscious. Galatea, you take damage. You manage to deflect some of it, but you are caught by the flames. Tisfan is hanging on, but still upright as well. And Amoros, you... I think is this the only damage you've taken so far, I think?
I think this is actually the only damage I've taken this fight, which amazes me, to be honest. I've been attacked by this thing 2 times with Tisvan, 1 time with Amoros, and I was managed to dodge it.
So-
And this one I've been hit twice by falling debris.
So, yes, as you do this, the fire wraith dissipates and is gone. But we stay in initiative order because although this creature has dissipated and exploded and it has been dispelled, unfortunately, the tower continues to break apart around you. And even though you are all injured, Moira is unconscious, this tower seems to be coming down at any moment. Anyone can give me a perception check if you would like.
Yes. I might as well use inspiration this time, unless anyone. No, it's okay.
Hey, I got a 16 from mine and 8 from
Nice.
Quacks.
You can see things.
All right. So let me have a quick look on here. 8, 7, 16. Isn't Moira's unconscious? What about Kane?
What was this in relation to?
Just perception.
I think I perceive the burning of my skin right now, but I'll give it a go.
Nice.
Okay.
I mean, the tower's coming down. We was in it.
All right. So Amaros and Kane, with all this going on around you, you sense the tower is obviously coming down. But where the energy had dissipated, with this fireball had been destroyed, you see floating in the center of the room a small glimmering object.
I rush in to grab it.
You are still in. We're still in
All right.
order. So it is currently Kane. It was your turn. You activated the thing, so you still have a bonus action and movement if you would like to do anything.
Grab Moira and get the hell out of dodge.
Okay, so I'm going to pick up Moira. So you will move at half speed, but you can move.
Okay, that's fine by me. That's as far as I can go.
Okay.
That's the end of my turn, I guess.
Okay, perfect. All right. So we move on. Okay, Amaros, it is now your turn.
I like to move up and grab whatever was there.
Sure, yes. So as you move up to there, so you find the glimmering object that you find there. It was sort of shiny, like it picked up as it sort of fell to the floor. But as you get up to, you realize that this is more like there is a sort of the last of the flickering purple violet flame seems to dissipate from this object. And when you get up to it, you see that it is a small elven mask. It looks like it's made of like sort of charred, sort of blackened wood.
I grab it
Okay.
and turn towards and go, okay, we're getting the fuck out of here before this collapses on us. Last one down is a rotten egg? And I just book it for the floors.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. All right, so you're running that way. So so you move from there to there. Is that your full movement?
That would be my full movement,
Okay.
yeah.
And Moira's with you, isn't she? Okay. Okay, perfect.
'Cause I would assume that grabbing that would count as an action.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I would have dashed, but yeah.
Yes, exactly. Okay, perfect. All right, it's now Tisvan's turn.
Well, actually, can he assist in carrying Moira? So it would count less on the limit for carrying her, per se?
I don't really think that two people can carry one person at the same time.
Not unless they're in a casket.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say,
Bit
he's
of a
strong
narrow
enough.
staircase as well. You could just chuck her. It's fine. What could possibly go wrong?
Many things.
No, you know what?
Remember what happened last time I was thrown?
Tisvan is gonna move up, touch Moira, and throw 5 points of his lay on hands. There it is.
Yes.
Into her.
Okay. All right, so you're laying 5 points of healing onto Moira. Okay, perfect. So, Moira, you awaken, and you've got 5 hit points.
Nice.
Perfect. All right, so that is the end of his turn.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3. He would wait. He would still have 15 more points of movement,
Okay.
which he would use to just continue down the stairs.
Okay, well then move him in that direction. should be able to just move and it should take you downstairs, but let me do it for you. There you go.
There we go.
All right, I've moved him. He's down on the floor below now.
Yes, perfect.
Okay, perfect. All right, now we move on to Galatea.
Tears is gonna
Do-do-do-do-do.
go and probably gonna keep going, I guess.
Yeah, so
There's not much else to do.
you can, just to remind you, you can use your action to double dash.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Oh, okay. Is that as far as you can go?
I would like to dash.
Okay, is that as far as you can go, though? You can go further than that.
That's 30 feet, yeah.
Oh, right, okay, yeah, it is. You're right, yeah. But you can go 60, can't you?
Yes.
So you can go, I'll move you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there.
Yes.
So
Thank you.
You run, and as Tiswin is like hobbling down the steps, you run past him, nearly knocking him down. Perfect. All right. All right. Lovely. So, with that, we go to the top of the round. Moira, can you roll me? Can you roll me a d6, please?
Oh God.
The tower shakes and rumbles like that. It's very clear.
4.
4. Okay. Perfect. So let me go back to this as well. Yeah, this tower is shaking as you still on the top there, just before you start moving down. The floor that you are standing for starts to split and is about to collapse in. But you are near enough to the stairway that you feel like you can get down. But this tree is coming down whether you are in it or not. With a 4, please. Okay, we need to roll a d6 for me again, and we'll keep the same numbers as we did before. So roll me a d6, please. That's you, Moira.
1.
That's you, Moira.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
So, as you are about to go down the stairs, you've come back to life, and that as well. And you're thanking Tisfin as he runs down the stairs. You're looking around. You can see this tower is about to collapse. Another piece of the wood falls from the side and hits you squarely in the head. And you take.
Can I dexterity saving throw?
Oh, actually, yeah. Was there dexterity saving? There is a dexterity saving throw. So tell me if you.
Okay.
You'll take 6 points of damage if you fail this. So make me a dexterity saving throw.
And is it? Please confirm. Is it disadvantage?
Yeah, it is. It's disadvantage, I'm
Oh
afraid.
hell!
Oh, that's not going to be enough. So you take 6 points of damage as you're just.
I'm down again.
You get to the top of the stairs. You get to the top of the stairs, and as you're looking behind you, about to go down, just a piece of the trunk falls away, and your tiny mouse body is crushed underneath it, and you go underneath, unconscious again, I'm afraid.
Don't make me bring this one up to heal you again.
Okay. This floor is about to collapse in on itself at the end of Moira's turn. Kane.
I guess, can I grab her again?
Yeah, you can pick her up, sure.
Yeah, I pick her up again.
Yeah.
Why not?
And if you want to use your action to double move, you can move basically your normal speed, because it would be hard with Moira, but you can move your normal speed, essentially.
Have I used my bonus action at all?
No.
Can I use my bonus action to cast Healing Word on her?
Of course you can, yeah. You pick up the piece of lumber that's on top of her head, move it out of the way, and then you usually lay on hands.
Yeah, I feel like just we're closing wounds that are then quickly reopening that we're then closing. Let me find it on my sheet here. Healing Word. Five healing.
5 healing.
And back to
just
5.
yo-yoing and then
Yeah, basically.
Moira's about to have a rough night.
Okay.
I use my action to double move, so I get to move my normal amount, right?
Yes, you can. If you're are you carrying? Yes, yeah. So your normal amount,
yeah.
yeah, because you're not carrying her. Okay, so you put lay on your healing word there, and then you scarper down the stairs. All right, so you move down the stairs. Is that as far as you can move? How much can you move?
2 more.
2 more? Okay, perfect. We'll put you there.
There you go.
All right, so you heal Moira up, give her a good slap on the back. Go, you're all right. You're good now, and then you run off down the stairs.
I dust her off like when you pick up an old tome.
Perfect. All right, Amros.
Part of me is sitting here like, okay, I could book it downstairs. Second part of me, is it even smart to leave Moira up here?
But she should be with me.
Yeah, he's carrying her.
I thought you said you weren't
he's
carrying
still
her.
carrying me. Oh.
Oh no, I am carrying her. But
All
I
right, so you
used
can only move
my-
half your movement then.
But I used my action to dash.
But you're carrying her, so your movement is halved. So your
Yeah.
movement would be your normal movement. Because you used your bonus action to heal her, didn't you? So yeah, okay. So Moira, you are currently with Kane. Sort of, we'll put you here. Okay, so Amorous, you're on the top on your own, and you know full well that this floor is about to collapse.
Yeah, I'm booking it.
Perfect. All right. Is that as far as you
Let's see,
can?
that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That would be
Okay, perfect. All right, so you you make it down to onto this floor as well. Okay, lovely. Is that the end of your turn?
That would be the end of my possible turns, yes.
All right, Tisfin now.
It won't let me get to his page.
I can
there we
get him. So how much can he move?
Should be 30 with him too,
Okay, right,
so
10,
he will also dash to just get the fuck back.
15, 20, 25, 30, and then another 30 as well, wouldn't he? So 5,
Yes.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right. So he runs past you down the stairs and starts making it down to the second stairwell as well. All right, Galatea.
Keep running.
You're going to run? Go for it. Run.
Run.
Hang on. 1. There you go. 2.
Can make it to there. There we go.
Yep, that's it. Your double movement. Okay, perfect.
Oh no, that's one, isn't it?
Yeah, because you can double move. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were in front of Tisfin, so technically you should be basically in front of him now.
Yeah.
You might even make it down almost in the next floor, I think.
2, and then 3, 4.
Okay, perfect. So you made it onto the floor below. Perfect. All right, Moira, can you roll me a d6, please?
Oh, Lord.
Stop breaking things.
The
3.
a 3. That's different. We haven't had a 3 before.
Nice.
Have a look. Now, yes, the floor just above you, as you guys come down the stairs on that fourth level, this ceiling is now collapsed in. It's bringing down more of the flooring and more of the branches down upon the floor that you are currently on. Yes, we were the 3. Okay, that's the same thing. All right, so now give me another d6, please.
1.
This is you again, Moira, I'm afraid.
God damn it.
Moira, stop trying to kill yourself.
Okay, as you come down, Moira, you're being carried. You're being carried by Kane, and as you're going down, more of the ceiling comes flying down on top of you. If only you had been down one more flight, you might have avoided this. But it breaks down, and it's 7 points of damage. Now, as Kane is carrying you, I will allow him to decide whether he uses you as a human shield or whether he basically shares that damage with you and splits it.
Oh!
Can I take the full damage?
Sure, yeah. If you want to move Moira out the way, like tuck her beneath you, and then basically you will take the damage instead.
I'll take the full damage.
Okay.
Are you okay? Are you gonna be okay?
No, but you will be.
Okay.
Ah!
So you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage as the ceiling above collapses on you from the stairwell, and yeah, you take that. So
That's-
you've
I mean, that's not a whole lot better, but thanks.
do you want me to reduce that down?
No, I can do it. I
Okay.
just get
Cool.
Is he still up?
Just.
Oh God!
Just. So you take this on. You're starting to feel very woozy. But the building, the tower is shaking around you. And if you're not walking down the stairs, you are falling down the stairs anyway. So your momentum is and gravity is pulling you in that direction. However, Moira, it is your turn. You are being carried though. So do you want to continue to be held and just move with Kane, or do you want to do anything else?
I mean, it would be faster for Kane and myself to just, good God, the sound effects.
This place is coming
like,
down.
Have me running by my not being carried.
Okay, so Kane shields you from that last bit, and then you twist out of his grip and you start running for it. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
I'm booking
perfect.
it.
All right,
Dashing.
go for it. Dash.
I can barely see myself.
All right, 1, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Can you move 25 feet maximum, is it? And it's another 20?
25 is my
Okay,
general
are you going to
speed.
dash?
Yes.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, you caught up with Tisfan.
Awesome.
Perfect. All right, that is the end of your turn. Kane, it is now your turn. Moira's jumped out of your hands and bolted down the stairs. What would you like to do?
I guess I'll cast Healing Word on myself.
Okay, perfect. Healing word yourself.
I really need to put this on one of my slots at the bot with how this is going.
Okay, 6 points of healing.
And then I'll use my action to dash.
Perfect.
I can get in the space ahead of Tisvan, and then that's my whole movement.
Okay, perfect. All right.
So Galatea probably sees Kane come down the stairs, stumbling.
Yeah,
there's blood oozing out of a deep cut above his eyebrow, and he just gives her a thumbs up.
just staggering down.
Steam coming off his armor.
Right, Amoros. Everyone is legging it down the stairs. It seems as fast as you can. You barely missed some of the ceiling now coming down and raining down around you as you run past the statue. What would you like to do?
You make it sound like I would wait. Hell no, I'm running.
I mean, you've just picked up that mask. I mean, you could stay and probably investigate it if you wanted to.
Good, yes. In this situation, not a good idea. Even as curious as I am as a player, I know that's a fucking bad idea. That's 30. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hi, Galatea.
Hello.
Perfect. And you leg it down there. All right. So Tisfan's turn.
Every time I try to click on him to get to him.
Oh, I'll do it. Yeah.
Seems
So
to work.
1, 2, 3. How much can he move?
61 dashing.
61. Okay. So that's 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50,
All right, these things are still here.
55, 60. Yes. Now these are still. I think you killed both of those ones, didn't you?
All right, this is the one on the next floor that would still be there.
Yes. Yeah. These ones are dead. These ones. Okay. So that's as far as he gets as he's running across. Excellent. All right. So Galatea, is your turn.
Gonna keep running. 15.
But the floor above has definitely collapsed and is now you those of you on the stairwell feel a rush of wind and dust and particles. So you get fired at your back as you're running down the stairs now, as the floor above has collapsed onto it, and you can see that the floor above you now is also starting to split and break under the weight of the one above.
Okay. Gonna just keep running. There.
Okay.
As far as I can go.
Okay. Moira, can you make me a d6?
What if I just don't?
That's all right. I mean, I can roll it, but... Oh, a 1.
One?
I haven't had a wire before, have you?
God.
Okay, and now give me another d6, please.
It's gonna be me again, isn't it?
Oh, you already
Cool.
rolled one.
Oh, it's 2.
Hey.
Who was that, Kane?
Yeah.
Okay, Kane.
I'm sorry.
Let me see, where are you, Kane? You're on the stairway. Yeah. You're at the back, and you've just come to the is Moira behind you or in front? Oh, I guess she's trying to find out where you are. Moira is still up at the stairs, isn't she? Okay. So
Yeah.
you're slightly ahead of Moira. As you're coming down the steps here, and the stairs shake, and the tower itself is like coming apart. As you put your foot at the top of these stairs, the stairs start to give way underneath your feet. Can you give me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Dexterity.
Mm.
Can't I just use strength to just punch the boulder?
No, there's no boulder after you. This is the floor is giving way underneath your feet.
You're not freaking Chris Redfield.
Well, that's what I was
Not
thinking.
Indiana.
Kane's got that vibe going on.
He looks at Amros with the mask. It belongs in a museum.
Oh no.
Oh dear. Okay, so as you're on the stairs and hobbling down, the tower shakes, and the side of the wall by the stairs where you are splits open. The crack goes down the wall, across the floor in front of you on the very step that you're putting all of your weight onto, and it splits and you fall through the stairways, falling 20 feet down to the floor below. And you will take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall down and fall to the floor below and are prone. So I'll just move you down to the next floor. Oh, we're on the wrong map here. Why are we down here? Let me move. Let's come back up again. Let me move you down.
I kind of like the idea that Amros was kind of wondering how he's going to squeeze past me, and then I disappear. I'm just gone.
Okay, you go down, and you are. Oh, you're only on 2 hit points now.
But
Okay.
I'm still up.
Okay, but you're
He's
prone.
still up. Oh, thank God.
You,
I was about
you
to
fall,
say.
I
you
was
fall
like,
through
okay,
and
now
you
he's
crumple
down.
on the floor, prone on the floor below. But hey, you're further down the tower, so that's good.
I know I said we should rush out of here, but I don't think that was what I meant.
You guys are just going to hear a muffled, I'm okay, from the floor.
Okay, Moira, you see as you're following Kane go down the stairs, him just disappear through the floors as the floor beneath him splits open, and there is now a 5-foot hole in front of you where the stairway was. You can make a jump over this though if you want to, or you can jump down if you want to land on the soft cushion that is of Kane. It's up to you.
What a way to put it. Thank
Oh
you.
no.
Kane will
Tap
try
the
to
map.
catch you.
Oh no. Moira screams when Kane falls, and then hears the "I'm okay." It's like a little sigh of relief, but now she's like, "Oh God, what am I gonna do?"
What you're gonna do is jump.
I'm gonna. Oh my God, I'm gonna try to. Oh no.
Get him.
Cause my things are at this.
Are you still there?
Hello? Did I
Moira?
finally pass out? Everyone's quiet.
No, I was waiting for Moira. Moira disappeared.
She fell down the hole.
Oh, she's fallen down the hole. She's gone.
What's that, Lappy? Moira's fallen down the hole.
Oh my goodness. Moira, what? Oh, she's gone.
No!
She disconnected entirely.
She's like, I'm not dealing with this shit. I'm off.
That was her plan.
Someone else get to save me.
If I'm not in the Discord call, he can't punish me.
Yes, I can't be forced to. I can't be forced
no.
to make all the rolls that kill everyone.
Hi, I am
Hello
back.
again.
I thought we lost Faye. I was over here like, did we lose Faye?
No,
it was
we
you that was
lost
lost.
Yeah. Okay, where did I cut off?
Basically, we didn't hear anything.
Oh no! I'm gonna start from beginning. Moira screams when Kane falls. Then when she hears the "I'm okay," she does a little sigh of relief. But now she is trying to figure out what to do. She's gonna attempt to jump, even though it's disadvantage. It's fine.
Okay, so you're gonna jump across or jump down?
Over the hole.
Over the hole. Okay, perfect. All right, so give me a dexterity, acrobatics.
Okay, that's better
Is
than
that
I thought it
dexterity
was
acrobatics or that's strength? Yeah, dex acrobatics. That's right.
gonna be. Okay, acrobatics.
Go for it. With disadvantage, unfortunately, but
Oh no, it's a 5.
it's a 5. Okay, so you run down and you attempt to jump across the gap. You almost make it, but you
no.
don't. And you fall, following Kane, and you fall down. The two fall out 20 feet down on top of Kane. So you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall down and slam into the breastplate of Kane below you.
I'm unconscious again.
Okay, so essentially
Did you knock
a
Kane
mouse falls
unconscious too?
as you fall down, Kane. You're like, you look up and a mouse comes flying towards you and goes smush into your armor plating.
No.
Oh my god! All right, let me just move you, Moira.
What
but
is this madness?
but Moira, you are down 2 floors, so that's good. You faster than everybody else.
Yay!
Yay! All right, so there you are. You're both there. So Moira is unconscious on Kane's body. Kane, you are you have a mouse laying on top of you, and you are quite injured as well. All right, Moira, is that the rest of your go? Oh, it is because you're unconscious. Sorry. All right, we'll move on.
Wait,
Kane,
that's
So mean.
Kane, it's your turn.
Just unnecessary.
No.
Oh, that's right. You're unconscious.
Oh, that's right. You're all dead. Ooh.
So, oh my god.
The tower continues to rumble and crumble the stairway above you. Luckily, from your position, although you have fallen down, the building does feel slightly more secure where you currently are, but not by a lot.
Okay, Moira, guess what?
Oh no. What? Oh!
It's my last one.
It's the last healing. He pumps
Yeah,
4
now the
points
question is
of
it
healing
for
into
me
you.
or for you?
I just look at you and I just Kane go, can we please get out of this tower? And I dash again.
I'm okay.
Now, are you picking up Moira, or are you just dashing on your own?
I'm sorry, Moira, you're a liability.
All right. As you come round the corner, you see two shadows. Two what are they called? Yeah, just shadows. Two shadow figures. Not standing in your path, but they are there floating. All right. Is that as far as you can go?
No, I was waiting to see if they do anything.
Okay, cool. So you run around and you stop for a moment to see. They don't seem to acknowledge you.
Kane's like, I do not understand what compels me to say this, but bye, Felicia. there you go. That's my full movement.
Okay, perfect. All right. Okay, so we move on to Amros.
Yeah, well, guess I need to jump over a hole.
There's a hole that you can jump. No, you don't. Yeah, you're past the hole, I think.
All right, that was past them.
Yeah, you can go back and fall down it if you want. If you want it down, get quicker.
I would land on top of Moira. I
mean,
think
that's
a good idea.
I'm not gonna say that Moira takes any damage. You will, but I'm not gonna get you to squash Moira. But it's up to you. You're quite hard. You've got quite a lot of health. You could probably survive and carry on. It's up to you.
Fuck it, you're on the move. I'm getting out of here.
All right, so you throw yourself down the hole. Perfect. All right, so you will, unfortunately, unless you're lowering yourselves in some way, you're just going to throw yourself down. You will take the falling damage. Is that all right?
I don't see a way for me to lower myself safely, so
you dive in after Moira. Okay. And
you fall. At least go feet first.
You go feet down, and you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as you feel your ankles go as you hit the ground. But you manage to do a partial roll and don't take quite as much damage as you were thinking you might do. But you land right beside Moira. So
I just imagine Moira slowly getting up only for Ambrose to land hard right next to her. He's going, okay, that hurt. Now let's fucking move.
That's it. Okay, so you can now take your movement now.
Yeah, I have my full movement.
I would say that's 5 feet of movement to get to the stairs, but I won't charge you for the 20 feet of falling damage.
Now, 55 movement.
Go. And you see the shadows that are there as you come around the corner.
9, 10, 11, right?
Yep. Okay.
And he's just gonna go, all right, you guys are here.
That's it.
Hi. You should get out of here too, I think.
Okay, Tisvin's turn.
Yeah, he's fucking running.
He's running? Okay, so...
Stopping running
it was 60, wasn't it? So 5, 10,
yes.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So he gets to basically gets down to Moira at that point. And then Galatea.
Galatea's gonna keep running and just yell, is everyone...
Oh, you cut out then. We didn't hear you.
Is everyone all right?
No.
Yeah, there's no one behind you anymore.
You
realise that you're at the back
I'm not asking behind me.
No.
I'm asking, like, in general.
Okay, perfect.
Because she's heard some noises.
All right,
Sound
go for it.
out! Hoping for a response from everyone. Yeah.
You hear pained groans from like the lower floors.
Lower floors. Good. Great. That's 15, 15, 15.
Am I even going the right way to get out of here?
I think you took a wrong turn, but yeah, you're not too far off.
I have a concussion.
Yeah,
I'm blaming it on that.
I think I need to get past the shadow I'm in front of to get to the stairs to move down.
Yeah, you went back to where the painting was found.
Ambrose, you might have to help Kane. He's stumbling around down here.
You are taking a lot of damage, and you are stumbling around in your heated armor. You're a bit confused at the moment. It's all good. All right, that's anything else, Galatea?
Nope.
Okay, perfect. All right, top of the round, Moira. Can you roll me a d6, please?
Wonderful.
No. Is there a number on the D6 that's like, oh, nothing happens?
No, unfortunately not.
Oh man.
I was about to say, not one that you found.
Oh, it's another 1 again. Perfect. All right, so can you roll me a d6 again?
I do not like your perfects.
Oh, Kane, it's you again. Kane, as you're stumbling around, the tower jolts and the floor beneath you falls away again. Can you make me a dexterity saving?
Oh my god.
Let me speak.
I'm sorry.
But he's making a pathway for you to all escape. It's perfect.
I'm
Wearing
sorry.
metal that when it gets hot, it becomes like infinitely denser.
He must be.
To lay off those pies, King.
Oh my goodness. A 4. Kane, you go around the corner. You for a moment you're confused about which direction it is you're supposed to be going. And these shadows aren't really helping you get your bearings. As you stand on the floor, the tower shakes again, and once more you feel the flooring go from beneath your feet, and you tumble another 20 feet down to the floor below, taking
Much.
9 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall 20 feet down. Take him down. Let me just move you around
Tisman's
here.
turn to do
I
the
am-
healing.
I am on -7. I like the idea that I stumble into this shadow guy and he just kind of waves his hand at me like bye bye.
The last thing you see as you fall down into this room, you look up and there are fawns gallivanting around with wine and fresh food and all the beautiful succulent foods you could possibly imagine on a table in front of you.
Oh my god, I landed on the wine rack?
Yeah, you landed on the wine rack.
Oh no.
You've collapsed
I was
like...
just thinking, I was going, Kane, this way. Where the fuck are you going?
Yeah, just... Okay, so back to Moira. It's now your actual go. You probably didn't see that, though, because these roots and stuff are barring your way. So you may have heard a... but you didn't see anything else happen to Kane, sadly, on this time. But the tower continues. You hear, both of you by the doors, by the stairs, Moira and Tisfan, you both hear the floor above has just collapsed. And this one is on the verge of collapsing as well. It seems to be getting worse. The tower is probably, you would estimate, if you were talking about this in game terms, probably another 2 rounds before the whole tower collapses on you.
Oh god. I'm gonna dash. 10, 15.
I was about to say maybe heal yourself, but
25,
you can't. Sorry.
5, 10, 15, 20. I'm unsure which direction I'm supposed to go.
That's the right direction, yeah.
Okay.
Yep, that's good. Okay, right, we move on to Kane. You are unconscious, unfortunately. Could you make me a death saving throw? Ooh,
Stop it.
an 8. Okay, that's one failed death save, I'm afraid. Okay, we move on to Amros.
Yeah, can I do anything else but booking it?
I mean, you can. You can
No.
have a chat with these 2 shadowy people if you like, or I don't know. You have a book you want to read? Or...
Let me move properly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That would be my full movement, right?
Okay. All right, Tisfan.
Yep, he is trying to catch up.
Yeah.
2, 5, 6, 7. Oh wait, that's 30 feet. 35. And suddenly that vanished that I was looking at. Why can't I not see it anymore? Why did it? No, wait, there. 50. So there would be 60.
Okay, perfect. All right, Galatea.
Okay. 20. 30. Which way is out? It's down, isn't
Yep,
it?
down. Yeah, that's right.
And there's nothing else that we can see in this room, is there? There's the painting.
Yeah, if you want to stop and have a look around, you can. Yeah.
They're gonna get us. Do I have to move to the side first and then down, or?
I think only because of the way that the walls are set up, but you can still move. Count it as 5 feet diagonally.
Okay.
I would. Oh yeah, I find it easier using the arrow keys to move around sometimes.
Yeah, I'm just trying to count
Yeah.
as much as I. 25. No. 20. 5. 30.
Awesome. Okay, beautiful. Right, beginning of the round. Moira, can you roll me a d6, please?
It's a 2.
It's a 2. Okay, can you roll another d6 for me, please? And don't roll another 2 because that won't be good for Kane.
Yeah.
5. Who was
5.
5? Was that
I think it was.
no, it was Amros.
I think so. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
either 5 or 3.
No, you were 5 because it was clockwise round. So and you were
Oh,
after.
yeah, then yes, I would
so
be
you were
5.
5. Okay, perfect. So where are you currently?
I'm on the stairs.
You're on the stairs there. Perfect. All right. So Amros, can you give me a dexterity saving throw as the stairway that you are standing on at the moment begins to split and crack and the floor opens up beneath you?
Oh, my turn to fall down. 10. 12.
10, or that's not quite enough. Or it's 12, is it?
Yes.
Actually, 12 is enough. Yeah, you managed to avoid falling into the hole. Yeah, you managed to climb. It was about to split, but you managed to roll to one side on the stairway, hold onto the banister, and stop yourself from falling down. So you are all good. Right, back
Careful,
to Moira.
guys, we have a hole in the staircase now.
Does a piece of the floor land on me? That's how my luck has been tonight.
Yeah, the stairs
Time to go out.
fall away and just they're not anywhere near you, but they manage to roll and fall and somehow impale on you in the corner. No, you're fine. You're right. You're out of the way of the stairs. Moira, it's your turn. What would you like to do? Run?
Run.
Go for it. Actually, you feel like this floor that you're standing on, the floor is starting to collapse.
Oh, it's
These
not.
shadows around you, you see, you're a bit wary of. They start to dissipate and disappear into the roots of the tree. But this floor underneath you feels increasingly unsteady, and you're only another floor or so away from getting out. But if you don't get out quick, you're going to get collapsed in on the roof. The floors above are going to be coming down.
It's not allowing me to move past Tisvan because wall.
Wall. There you go. Right, there's a 5-foot hole there where Amros is just standing, essentially. He's sort of one other side of it. He's meant to avoid falling down, but you will need to jump across it if you want to go further than that.
Can I reach out my hand to assist her if she's trying to jump?
I'll say, because you haven't used any, you've used your action to move, but you haven't used any bonus actions. I'd say you can give her an assistance in the dexterity to basically give her normal, because she's got disadvantage at the moment, to give it an even roll.
Yeah, just to get us out.
You can just, as she jumps, you can just bring your foot up behind her and just give her a quick boot on the butt and cross.
So
I can
I
extend my
have
tail and jank her.
Yeah.
I have 10 feet left. So this would be 5.
Yep, so you can jump the last 5 feet across.
Okay. I'm gonna
So
jump.
give me a dexterity, yeah. Acrobatics, yeah.
Straight
It's just a straight roll because Amros is helping you.
Thanks.
Yay!
20.
20. Yes, perfect.
20.
So, yeah, with the aid of Amros, you get flung across and you make it to the other side of the steps without falling in.
Whee!
Excellent. All right, perfect. All right, who's next? That would be Kane.
Kane.
Could you make me another death saving throw, please?
Come on, 10 or higher.
Yay!
there we go.
All right, one in each column. Perfect. All right, Amros, your turn. We'll say that you're on the safe side of the stairs. Like when it split open, you moved yourself forward and down the stairs, so you won't have to make the jump.
Then I shall flip and keep on going.
Go for it.
God damn it, I lost track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I see our friendly little cleric knocked out.
You see,
And I
yeah,
shall-
Kane.
Yeah. I would use all my movement pretty much just getting up to him, and I wouldn't have enough movement to dash and drag him along with me the rest, would I?
It would be half your movement. So essentially, if you've moved your normal movement now,
Yeah.
you can pick him up and you can move maybe like, what's your movement at the moment?
30, so I'll be able to move
30.
3 more squares.
Yeah, you could drag him like 3 squares.
Yeah, it would be worth it just to progress getting
Yep.
us out.
So you grab his feet and start dragging him towards the exit with you. Okay, perfect.
Yes.
All right. So Tisvin's turn.
Or get over here and heal him.
I can't.
Alright, so-
Just when you
Can't.
So
keep
5,
running with
10,
the boy.
15, oh, 20, 25, 30, 5, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. All right. I think it was one more actually. There. All right. Actually, he needed to make the jump, didn't he? So, can you do a dexterity acrobatics roll for him, please?
Oh, he actually has better acrobatics. Sweet.
Yep. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. So he'll make it to there then. All right. Lovely. All right. So he runs down, jumps over with a spring in his step over the hole. Galatea.
Galatea. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You will need to make me a dexterity acrobatics to see if you can get past Moira.
Oh, okay. Acrobatics?
Yep. Yep, no problems at all. Yep, you leap across over the hole
I
and
am
get past.
like wind.
You are. You glide effortlessly over it.
Where is Amorous?
He is further down.
Okay.
I'm over here. I have a knocked out Kane.
Um, 20, 30. Okay, I'm here.
Okay, perfect.
I can't help stabilize him or anything, can I? It's not a bonus action, is it?
You can do a. Didn't you have healing kits? Is that
I
something
do,
you had?
yeah.
Yeah, so you can use a medicine kit essentially to do a thing, but I think that's an action.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I think so. Let me just see.
Oh, help action is a bonus action, did you say?
Help, that is, yeah.
So can I
DC Wisdom medicine check. The successful check prevents an unconscious. Oh, okay. So it's a Wisdom medicine check. To do that, which I usually with my checks are usually going to be, an action. but I will allow you because you've got the medicine kit with you.
I have.
As a bonus action, maybe to try and stabilize them as you go past them.
Okay.
So I'll say you maybe we'll say that you have to end your turn near him.
I'm happy doing that. I'm happy.
Okay, perfect. All right. So as you're coming up, you see Amoros pulling him by his feet, dragging him along. You quickly jump down, even though the walls are shaking around you, and you know this space is coming down any moment. You quickly grab your kit and manage to stabilize him.
Just going, wait, he's dying.
He's just pulling him down the stairs, and his head's going dunk, 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 dunk on the stairs as they go along.
I'm not dragging by his feet. I'm dragging by the collar at least.
Okay, perfect. All right.
I'm not that cruel.
Galatea, it's the end of your turn. Moira, it is the start of the final turn in the tower before it comes down. You can feel this place is just about to come down. Can you get out in time? That is the question. Can you roll me a d6?
I swear more.
Oh, a 6. Oh, I love the 6. 6 is the best one. The violent shaking of the tower becomes increasing, and you feel the floors above just suddenly give way, and you hear them above them go slamming down from one level to another. The tower shakes, and the shaking itself knocks you all from your feet, and you have to try and keep yourself from falling over, and from the debris, prevent the debris from hitting you in the head as you're there. Can everyone please make me a Constitution saving throw?
I auto fail.
Oh, because you're
Is that
unconscious.
what I-
Yes. $15, 13,
10.
10, 18. Okay. All right. So, Kane, Moira, Amoros, as you are trying to stop yourself from falling over, and the tower is shaking, and pieces of wood and lumber are falling from the skies and whacking into you, you do take some damage, I am afraid.
I am also afraid.
Oh no.
Ooh. You take 11 points of bludgeoning damage as you stumble and stagger, and pieces of the walls and everything around you come crushing down on top of you, your head.
Moira is
That means
down.
This one is down.
That's automatically a failed death saving throw for me. 'cause
Yeah,
of damage.
but you're back to the same
No.
as you were, though. You have that 1, not 2, because you were
What?
res. Oh no, you weren't res, were you? You were.
No, I
Wait,
wasn't.
didn't I stabilize him? So shouldn't you start over?
You
No,
stabilize.
because he wasn't bring up any health points. He was just stabilized.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So he's taken another wound being unconscious. He hasn't actually gained any health points back. I was going to say the same as you. Oh, we're back to 1 again, but he's not, because he doesn't heal.
It counts as it counts as a failed death saving throw if you take damage while unconscious.
Hmm.
So I'm two failed, 1 saved so far.
Are you still stable?
Why did Tisman take
why
damage?
did I-
'Cause
Yeah, I just realized, why did I give damage to this one? I'm fucking dumb.
because you. No, because he took damage again. He's lost that death save, but he is now bleeding again. So he's at risk of dying if you don't stabilize him.
Okay.
Yeah, so Tisman should be still up. Moira is down. Who else? So Amoros, you took damage. Yeah, did you take any damage, Amoros?
I, for some reason, can't bring Tisvan back up.
Oh, okay, I'll do that. So what was he? Oh, what was he on though? Was he on 9 or something?
I think it was either 9 or 7.
Okay, we'll split the difference and make it 8. Okay.
good to me.
Did you take the 11 points?
Yes.
You did. Okay, perfect.
I
And
just barely scraped by it.
okay, so that's who else was it? Was it? I thought it was 3 people who. Oh yes, and
Yeah.
Kane.
Moira,
Yeah.
Kane, and I.
Okay, so Kane is currently going to have to make another death save again, because he's bleeding again from the damage he's taken after being stabilized. Amaros is low. Galatea, you're the best out of everyone. But Moira gets hit with another piece of wood in the back of the head, and she is unconscious at the top of the stairs. Well, halfway down the stairs. Okay. Moira, it is actually your turn, so you have to make a death save for me. And we want a natural 20 if you can.
Huh?
If you get a natural 20, you get 1 point of health and you're back conscious again. So that's
okay,
what
great.
ideally you want to try and get now.
Cool. No pressure.
Under pressure.
11. It's a success. but
Yay!
also-
It was so close to that 9.
I know.
I was just saw the 1 go past and I was like, don't get 1. No. All right, so you passed. You got 1. You just need 2 more and you'll be conscious again in the tower that is falling apart. All right.
Cool.
So that is the end of your turn. Kane,
Don't
is
you
your
roll
turn.
below 10.
Is your turn to make a death save. Again, a natural 20 would be perfect at this point, an epic story. So if you could just do that, that would be perfect.
I'm making this a private roll to you.
Oh no! Now we don't know whether you want to kill yourself or not. Because you could be like, "No, I want to kill my character off."
I'll take a 12. Make it a 12. That's fine. Well.
No!
As you
It
are,
wasn't a 12.
as you lay down and you try to stabilize Kane, you feel like you have brought him back from the brink of death. But as you turn to continue to move out, the ceiling and the walls around you start to quake and pieces fall down. And where you duck, you try to get out of the way to defend yourself. A piece of bark comes down and just clearly smacks down across Kane's head. And he lays there bleeding, unmoving. It is now Amros, your turn.
Seeing that Kane is not waking up, Amorous, he doesn't know what else to do other than just to keep dragging him on, because he does not want him to remain within the tower as it collapses, dead or not. So he's gonna keep dragging Kane along, trying to get him out along with us.
Okay. So if you are you're dashing, so you can actually move your normal movement, essentially, if you're going to be using your action to move with
Yes.
Kane. Is that as far as you can go?
If I counted it correctly, yeah. Is either that or if I'm moving 1 step more, I'm not entirely sure.
I think you can probably move another. Yeah, I was going to say, I think you can get out with that.
Okay,
So,
sweet.
because you're basically you were just by the doorway.
He's dead, but I got him out.
Yeah. Okay, so you manage to pick up Kane and you book it. You go down the stairs and you just get beyond the doorway, and are outside with Kane slumped over your shoulders. Okay. It is now Tisfan's go. I'm pretty sure Tisfan is going to grab Moira.
Yeah. He's
so-
gonna use the. He's using the last of his fucking healing points to wake Moira the fuck back up.
I think it would be, well, it's up to you. I think it would be better if he grabbed her and then used his, because he's got the most movement. He might be able to get you close to being out at that time. If he stops and uses his action, then he's not going to be able to dash. But it's up to you.
Okay, fucking grab the mouse and go. If I counted, I wouldn't, but we'll try it. We need to get out.
Okay, so you're gonna try and heal, or you're gonna try and run?
We're grabbing the mouse.
They grab in the mouth. Okay, so you make 5 foot movement this way to be able to grab her, and then you've got his normal movement, which is 40.
30, so that would be 25 left.
Oh, I thought he had 40. Oh no, yeah, it's 30, isn't it? Because it's thing. So he's got 30 movement.
Oh wait, hold on. There might be one thing. Where is it? He has that thing from the Raven Queen that allows him to teleport a certain amount. I'm trying to see if
that would be a very good one to use right now. Yes.
Yeah, I just realized that we have that. I just don't know. Would it allow him to grab something with him?
That is a good question. Let's have a look. Where is his abilities?
Yeah. Bonus action, you can magically teleport 30 feet to an unoccupied space you see. Start third level, you gain resistance. And it doesn't say anything if I can grab anyone.
So he can teleport 30 feet. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll tell you what he could do is he could. Is it an action or a bonus action to do it, or does it just happen?
I'm trying to see it. I have a cat that wants to sit in front of it. It looks to be a bonus action.
Okay, fine. So if it's a bonus action, I would say, why doesn't he touch Moira, and we'll say in this instance he can teleport her 30 feet, and then he could then, he could teleport. I don't know if the same thing, whether he can teleport with someone. So I was wondering if he could maybe use it to teleport her 30 feet, and then he could then use his action to run the rest of the way and pick her up, and then just half that second part of the movement. I don't know if that would get him any nearer, though. I was just trying to think how he could get out with her using the teleport, because he could teleport 30 feet with her and then run the rest of it, and he could get out probably.
I would think so, yeah.
Let's say that. Let's say
that just to make
she's small. She's small. I'm going to say in this one instance, we won't do this with his Misty Step normally, but with this one instance, we'll say at this point he can because it works thematically. Rule of cool. Yeah. He picks her up and he teleports. Teleports 30 feet, and then he runs the rest of it at half movement. But I think that probably is enough to get out. So
if he wears her like a scarf.
Yes,
then
exactly.
He's technically wearing her.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So they can get to there. And then he's got 30 feet of movement, hasn't he? So
yes,
5,
so
10, 15,
left,
20, right? 25. Yeah, so 30 feet, yeah. I'll say he's out. Oh, God, he's run too far. he's literally in the door frame like you were coming down the step. He's basically there. Okay. Oh, God, sorry, I've moved you as well. And I've moved the spiritual weapon as well. God, what's going on? Grabbing too many people.
The spiritual weapon would have gone.
Yeah, it would have done, yeah. Okay, all right, that's his turn. Okay, so it's just you now, Galatea.
Galatea is like desperately trying to patch up, going back, desperately trying to patch up Kane, and then something like just falls out of the floor, out of the ceiling, and crashes into him, and she's just standing there, blood everywhere, freaking out. And then suddenly everyone's gone. Everyone's just gone past, and it takes her a minute to just put herself together, and she
calls out to her. Galatea, come on!
The tower shudders and shakes around you. You know it's mere moments before this whole place is going to come down.
Yeah,
You've seen. He's running. That's it. You've seen everyone go past. Moira being carried in the arms of Tisfan, Amros pulling along the unconscious body of Kane, and as you finally make it out of the tower, you turn to see what used to be this ornate carved wooden tower finally collapse.
Galatea screams a big fuck you to the princess back at the tree.
Dust and shards of wood splinters shoot out in all directions, flying around the music. The last of the tree collapses to where there is no tower left. Ash, wood, splinters, branches all come down in a big pile and send out dust and shards all around you, dissipating into the air. You hear gasps from people as you come rolling out, all of you slumping just outside the doorway as this building collapses on itself. Your ears ring. Your senses dulled to the world around you from the panic and the sheer enormity of what has just happened to you. The 5 of you lay sprawled out on the floor. 2 of your party members unconscious.
Galatea checks everyone. Everyone.
Tisvan and Amros seem to be injured but conscious. Moira is unconscious. But you still feel a weak pulse. Kane.
This one is casting lay on hands on her.
Okay.
As they get out.
Kane lays still. You pass your hands over his face. You check his pulse and you find nothing. Whereas you had stabilized him before, you had hoped that you had done enough to keep him from passing on. His body lays motionless, and you feel no life within him.
Galatea just slumps down next to him and cries.
And that is where we will end the session for tonight.
Oh.
Poor Kane. Poor Bula.
Oh dear.
That was such a fucking roller coaster.
Yes. It was meant to be a challenge for you guys, and
You can say that again.
unfortunately we had some good rolls, we had some bad rolls. You managed to defeat the Fire Wraith without too much damage, to be honest. They didn't really get a chance to use some of their abilities and things. You worked out the puzzle and were successful on all your checks quite quickly. But unfortunately, as soon as the wrong sequence was initiated, that started the collapse. And unfortunately, you only had 5 rounds to get out of the tower.
Hey. I know this is a very, very, very long shot.
Yes.
But I didn't use my inspiration. Can I donate it?
The trouble is, there isn't really anything you can donate it to, because what happened was something that happened to everyone, and because he was unconscious, there was no roll to be made.
Yeah.
If there was any way I could say that you could go back and make a roll for dexterity or something, then I would definitely do that. But in this instance,
was death save. I'm not sure.
there was no for the death save. Yeah, I don't think really. Excuse me. For the death save, I don't think really initiative really. Inspiration really should be used for death saves.
Yeah,
it's not a conscious thing.
With death.
What's happening is now after the session, Fey is going to go to his cork board that he has on the wall behind us, and
cross out,
cross out Kane, rub his hands together, and be like 4 to go.
Exactly.
I just imagine at the end of the recording, Kane's picture is just hanging in a noose at the top of the screen.
Oh,
It's
God.
something reminder for the rest of the
Oh
campaign.
my god,
I was,
that's dark.
I was expecting a compilation of Kane's best moments, like in the arms of.
Okay, that we kind of need in a way.
Now, just to say, that you are in a magical world, and there are certain things that may or may not be able to be done. However, as it currently stands, you are unaware of anything that you can be done for Kane. But we will kind of we can talk about that, at the beginning of this one. I will say, if you hadn't made it out, and it was very touch and go whether you're going to make it out at that time, you would have had to make rolls or be crushed within the tower. So there was the possibility this could have been a TPK if you had not got out as quickly as you did. And as it was, you've literally just getting to the steps. You literally just through the door frame at that point. So it could have been far, far worse. Not to say that this is a good ending to it, unfortunately for Kane, but we will have to discuss and decide what we do going forward. I will say that Moira, the lay on hands is from Tisfan will have raised her up again. We can roll for how many points that was next time, but she'll have been safe.
Feel free to shoot me a message before the next session if
I will
you
do.
need to plan things with me. Yeah.
I will do indeed, yes. But yeah, we'll discuss where we go from here today. But thank you everyone for playing. It was, like you say, a bit of a roller coaster up and down. As it was meant to
down.
be.
It was just down 2 floors. Is what it was down.
It was a bit of a shame, not a shame, but it was a bit of a trick of the dice that you happened to be the one that fell twice through the stairway.
Can I just say, if I had a nickel for every time a tower has killed a D&D character of mine, I'd have 2 nickels.
Oh, really?
Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice.
Exactly.
Towers are very dangerous. Although this wasn't Strahd, there is a tower in Strahd, and there is a particular thing you have to do to get entry to the tower. And if you get that wrong, then the tower has certain defenses. And when I ran Strahd the first time with the players, they failed to understand what was going on. And right next to the tower, at the same moment, there was a wagon with a defense mechanism as well that the sneaky member of the party who tried to infiltrate at the same time. Simultaneously, both of these people who were interacting with things failed, and it wiped the entire party out.
Whoa!
Wow.
Can I let you in on a secret, Faye?
Yes.
It was that tower that killed my last.
Oh, was
character.
it? I thought, yeah.
You know something else that's kind of funny, Trap?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My first character nearly died from a tower. This character nearly died from a tower.
That's it. Everyone's gonna have PTSD from this.
No, not the tower.
The tower.
I'm not doing it
I'm
again.
never going in a tower.
Towers.
That tower has got some defenses for itself, but I don't know if you know about what's in the caravan as well.
No, I don't actually.
There is, if you try and break into it, essentially there's a defense mechanism. It's basically laden because it's what's her face? I can't remember the name of the character now, but it's her basically like store of like monster hunting stuff, and she's got like bottles and bottles of this explosive essentially there, and it's hooked up on the caravan if someone tries to enter it, and essentially this guy failed the roll so badly that it blew up and he was shot across the lake and it exploded. He was just basically vaporized from the damage.
The explosion brought the tower down.
Yes.
And my poor Minotaur was just in, like, it just fell on him.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's essentially the case with this. This explosion went off. as they got the sequence wrong, and there was like an electric blast that went out from that. So essentially, everyone just got exploded in one go, and I was just, holy shit, the entire group is dead. What have you done? Why didn't you? This is not separate events. You just did both things. You were doing this. You guys were doing this. You guys were doing this, and everyone was splitting the party in different ways. But I had a feeling that this would be a challenge. But yeah, I think although this happened to Kane, I think this was one of the more positive outcomes that could have come out of it.
Yeah.
That you didn't all get killed in the tower. So anyway, I feel good for balancing it at least.
See it this way, Curse of
words,
Strahd in general is supposed to be a very deadly campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
what I've
This is
tried.
our first party member death.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's I've tried to, because I feel like some of the other fights that are supposed to be more epic have fallen a bit flat. And even with this one, the ball of fire at the beginning, although they have multi-attack and they've got these whips that do a lot of damage, they still were missing. Like I was still rolling 4s and 5s and still couldn't hit anyone.
Yeah,
So-
meanwhile, we were dying
That's
to
luck of the dice.
someone.
Yeah, but then I was thinking, well, if they were hitting, you'd have been even lower down in health, and you would have definitely all died in the tower. So I guess it worked out in the end. But I feel like I wanted to give you something that was more. If you had done the sequence correct on the first turn, then the tower would not have fallen down. You could have killed the wraith, and then that would have been it. But as soon as you do the wrong order, and I know what we were saying about earlier, like obviously, I was a bit like because we hadn't made the notes, and there's like 5 of you doing it, so I was getting a bit touchy about that. But I also realized it has been a couple of weeks, and for me, with the video that I've put up, and for you to listen to the stuff, I'm retaining more of the information. But of course, I'm the DM making it. So, but I will say, going forward, try and make notes, or try and at least listen back to the video and make notes in your own time at some point as well, so that you have that information with you. Sorry?
I couldn't listen to the thing because it only popped up like 2 days ago. And
Sure, but when I was reading these things to you, we weren't rushing, we weren't doing anything, and I was reading and making it very clear what the words were. So, at that point there, I was thinking, I hope people are taking notes because I'm reading these all out. Every poster has a message. Everyone has done it. You've got plenty of time. There's no rush. We're not doing anything. So, if there is information that I'm passing like that, just try and record it if you can.
yeah, I mean, I swear I had some notes last time, but I don't know where they've gone because ADHD.
Because the trouble for me is that I have given, and I accept that this is going to be the same thing, I have given out information and details that I've thought I've subtly put in there, but I'm now worried that perhaps none of that has been recorded, and so none of it will be brought up. So I do want you to kind of try and, because I feel like when I'm having to like restate it, I'm just giving you answers to things, which you should be working out. So that's kind of the puzzle aspect of it that I'm trying to do. But having said that, I understand, it's been a few weeks since we played last. You didn't have the information. But if nobody has any notes and nobody has remembered, it does get a little bit frustrating on my side that, no one has written anything down. And it feels a bit like, well, I'm trying to, make this as entertaining as I can. But if you guys not kind of like paying attention, that's how it feels. So I just want to make that clear.
Speaking of frustrating things, can we please just say anything when someone is checking something with the whole group, like I did today, where I was like, it's a yes or no question. I need yes or no from everyone just to make sure that everyone's here, because Trap wasn't there. I didn't know he wasn't there. Everyone was quiet.